Anyways, back to panic.
Why are we panicking?
Giant death robot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Panicking.
Oh shit. Oh wait. I've got a soundboard. Why am I doing that?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way at some point. Oh shit! There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did anybody remember what happened last time?
Oh, really?
We met Beastie.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that happened.
Again.
Sorta,
Stella the
kinda.
13th.
Yes. Princess Beastie McBeasterson.
Estella.
Beastie McBeasterson, the 13th of awesomeness.
Now we're heading to Haven so that she can reunite with her companions. Yippee.
Yeah. You are
That's gonna have to add to the soundboard.
you are making me very curious to see the alternate reality versions of everyone here. I know we've seen some, but I want to see all of them.
Well, we've seen the Aria Prime crew. But we haven't
Well,
seen anyone from this realm.
Well, more than halfway there.
Whoa, live on a prayer.
Indeed.
Yeah, we tend to do that.
Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Oh.
Whoa.
Living on a prayer.
No, that's not how it goes. Actually, I just...
I will book a trip to Canada if you ever insult me doing Bon Jovi again.
Until you do it. Doing who?
We're doing Bon Jovi.
Oh, no.
Congratulations.
I just thought of something, actually, now that I think about it. Alternate reality George is going to be very interesting.
One moment.
How so?
Well, current reality George is an angel, yeah?
Yes.
What's the opposite of an angel?
Me.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Remember,
in D&D terms.
Asimar, Tiefling. I'm saying that is Tiefling.
Oh, I thought you meant you, the player. I was like, no, stop that.
No, I was actually being serious, but it's like he's an Asimar. The opposite of that, because he's half angel. And the opposite of that would be someone who's half demon, like a Tiefling.
Indeed.
Friendly
So
reminder.
there you go.
Friendly reminder that all of the races have been the same.
Yeah, so I was thinking, like, it'd still be an Azamar, just a different type of fighter.
An
Right,
evil
yeah.
angel instead.
So, fallen ass.
Oh, we've already... No, worst case scenario. We get he's an overly religious one. Because this one's a so broody.
You get one that acts like fucking Palandan.
Oh, God.
Yep, there you go.
You always have a pal and Dan. Haha.
A
George,
Palandan.
Julie
George
having a-
Paladin.
The George.
Just gonna
Sounds like a duo almost.
George Gadanza.
Oh, God.
we're just gonna sit.
Oh.
2 hours later.
Oh. All right.
We're something with Discord.
We all very briefly got disconnected.
I had
Yeah,
to
that
change-
was...
I had to change
Huh.
the
Let's get that
voice.
loop bug in here just for a moment.
I had to change the voice channel server so that I could join again. For some reason.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you did, we all got a yippee from Jay again.
Yep. And booted into another dimension, apparently.
Yeah. Standard procedure for us at this point.
Basically.
Yeah. That's what just asking if we're gonna head out now.
Yeah. Thorgrim's gonna let a big old belch and go, yeah, I guess.
Right. Stand. And we'll dust her gloves off before light gesturing for everyone to gather around.
Standard procedure, then, I suppose.
Let's
Just
see,
gonna
once
think-
we
Beetle
walk in.
Starday standing on the table, apparently.
I was trying to think,
Oh, no, wait, there's a space. Never mind.
does George know how close the Templar Empire is to the Haven?
It technically borders Haven.
Well, that's true. I'm pretty certain it would take more than a day if they traveled there without teleportation.
I mean, if we don't want to have something mess up with the teleportation, we could always have Jubilee Windwall.
I'll
Or
remember.
Windwalk us there.
Walk, you mean?
It'll just lets off a hiss. I'll remember to use Dark Eagle this time.
Isn't that what caused the problem?
No, it's
Yeah,
because I forgot to use it last time.
You don't want.
Also,
don't
you
want,
hissed. What the hell?
You don't want to meet questions 3 again, my lady.
Questions 3 is a cheater and a liar.
You should have answered her question correctly.
What?
It's the games
might-
master's responsibility to dictate the rules before the players play the game. Otherwise, they're just a... No. And she just grumbles.
What if we were to not come across questions 3 again, but rather questions 27?
Also, you never really asked V-Stell if she was willing to teleport either.
Estella, do you have an issue with teleportation?
Not that I am aware of.
Alright.
How many can you teleport at once?
That's a good question, actually. We might not be able to...
Yeah, because I know my Windwalk can cover all of us, but
Yes.
can your teleportation?
I don't
see.
believe so, if I remember correctly. I believe there's only 10, yes?
I forget how long the
Up to
spell
8
is.
willing creatures.
That is
8.
not as... We have more than that.
We have 11.
Guess we will not be teleporting then.
Meanwhile,
Well then. I guess
me a
we're gonna be
minute.
farts again. Woo! Farts. What is your obsession with farts, dwarf? Oh no. I mean, it's wind, right?
Not
Yeah.
Julie, as she's preparing, just looks to Elvie and just goes, shrugs and goes, men.
I suppose. I'm sorry, Hubert. Did we interrupt you?
Not at all.
Sorry, Hubie.
4.
Interrupting you.
You
She
didn't
says, still doing the somatic components for the bell.
You didn't interrupt me. I wasn't even speaking.
Huh. Suppose I must apologize to the other handsome man that I interrupted then.
Hubert, who is not speaking at all, just continues to be slightly confused.
Thorgrim just goes, nah, it's fine.
Anyways, flap of the hands at the end. All right, let's transform and head out.
Want to meet?
What?
Never mind. Let's go.
I really didn't hear you. What'd you say, Zoe?
Adel said, don't you mean roll out?
Nah,
I guess in a way, yes. Oof.
da, da, da.
Da 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 da.
Not exactly the same song, but I appreciate it.
I was gonna say I did that to see who would get a memory trigger from.
What the heck even
I'm
was
glad I
it?
got somebody.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Hello?
You want to tell him?
Alright.
Airship theme for Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Which
I
one?
kind of forgot which one, though. I can't forget if it's 4 or 6.
I think it's 4.
Okay.
Actually, technically, kind of, sort of both.
Oh, is it in both?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. There's 2 airship teams in 6.
I just remember playing those on my Game Boy Advance when they got the re-releases. Those were great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Game Boy Advance is the reason I got into the Kingdom Hearts series, too, because the first game I played was not Kingdom Hearts 1, it was Chain of Memories.
Yeah. Sorry, no offense, but I just didn't like Chain of Memories at all.
Yeah, Chain of Memories fucking sucks.
Wasn't that the card game one?
Yes.
It was.
It's the only
Yeah.
one that I didn't beat because fuck that game. Ugh.
Love that game.
Really?
That game was so fun.
I hate
All you had
it.
to do was build a good deck.
I didn't want
Yes,
to build a
thank
good
you.
deck. I wanted to do character action games alongside Cloud and Mufasa. Can't I have that?
Then
No.
build a deck that has good Cloud and Mufasa cards.
That's
It's very
deck building,
simple.
not character action.
Just card forehead.
I don't want to play cards. If I want to play cards, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Hearthstone.
Well, then why don't you do that?
You play Slay the Spire.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I
Which
did.
is-
That's what I did instead. When I'm playing Kingdom Hearts, I don't want to play Slay the Spire.
But you aren't playing Kingdom Hearts, you're playing Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Yeah, which is why I didn't beat the game because I realized what it was.
Okay, hold on. Did you play the remake on the PlayStation 2 or the Game Boy Advance one?
Both. When I was
And you
much
didn't
younger,
feel a difference.
of course I felt a difference. One was 2D and one was 3D.
Excuse me.
And the 3D one was made using, like, borrowed assets and whatnot. And both of them sucked, in my opinion.
I love the word assets.
Should have built a better deck.
I'll show you a better deck.
Oh God. Phrasing.
I know what I said.
Because the
I have
game
the big.
I just had my childhood trampled all over.
I have the biggest, bestest. I mean.
So, did anything happen when they don't move forward?
not that you can tell.
Oh no.
Alright.
Fart cloud powers go.
Did I just keep going until you could tell me to stop? Or?
Nope, I gotta roll.
Onyo. Random
Each-
powers go.
Random bullshit, go.
Random bullshit go.
Anytime I say that word, his voice rings in my head.
Who? Who? I didn't watch the show.
Alright,
I'm pretty sure I know one other person knows what I'm talking about.
Make it.
No
Making
problem.
I'm the ultimate bullshit.
He likes that show. Or at least he likes Gojo.
I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not referencing that, but okay.
And what are you referencing, brother?
Nico B.
Who?
Oh yeah.
What?
Kameda from the Danganronpa series.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
the ultimate bullshit.
I
Okay,
see.
that's not what I thought you said. So
Every time I hear that word bullshit, his voice runs through my head.
bagels.
That too.
Alright.
So no incidents.
No incidents as far as you all can tell.
Cool.
Move again. And we're here. And that's when we find the place in flames.
Exactly.
Don't jinx it.
Oh God, Hunter Karl Marx is here.
Oh dear. I forgot that's what we called him, Hunter Karl Marx.
Yep. Hunter Communism.
So
Da-da-da.
I will destroy Haven by bringing healthcare to everyone.
Oh no.
Alright. So Adel, as you approach, as the group approaches, a few redeemed will fly around you, gesturing you towards the ground, clearly wanting you to land.
And Adel will.
Indeed.
We will comply.
1 minute will be taken to...
You are in restricted airspace. Please land.
1 minute will be taken to defartify, and then I guess we're good.
As soon as you are all landed and safely back in your physical forms, the redeemed will very briefly look you over, recognize you before going about their business.
We show our passports. We show we're legally here.
Mm-hmm. Good day to you.
Given the security, that makes me feel a bit better about what might happen, it being happening down the line.
Well, credit where credit's due. George's mom knows security very well. Probably ever since the incident with one of her own. She's probably amped up things, if I had to take a guess.
And don't forget, there's a hell of a lot of them redeemed fellers around, so I think we're good, at least for a little while.
Yeah, well...
Torgrim, as you say hell, you just notice at least 6 different redeemed just slowly look at you.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean literal that place. Sorry.
False alarm, people. False alarm, folks. Please move on.
Yeah, be careful of mentioning that here.
Yeah, sorry. Force of habit.
It's not really breaking a law, but it's still kind of weird that they're that sensitive to it.
Technically, it's a curse, so it is breaking the law.
Cursing breaks the law?
Not only that, that place is the denizen of demons and devils and all things evil, so mentioning it in such a holy place is a bit of a faux pas, as it were.
Only devils.
Yeah.
Hell houses only devils.
Right, the Abyss.
Yeah, the Abyss is for demons.
Ah, yes. Sorry.
Don't worry, I get my own lineage confused from time to time.
Yes, the conglomeration of knowledge is sometimes confusing.
It'll still a little bit in thought, and then it's like, if you say the F word, are you gonna get fined or something? George? Swearing is illegal? Swearing is illegal here?
I don't think, to my knowledge,
It is, actually. It is forbidden, technically.
I can just imagine
to my knowledge,
No.
thinking back to the time he got fined for cursing once, it is.
Oh, wait.
Must be getting into a lot of trouble here, given your party mouth.
Not really. I respect the law.
Hey, thanks, bro. Oh, no,
So this is the drug pusher.
Anyway, she will look over to Beastara. Beastella. We'll be waiting for them here, if that's okay with you.
She just slowly shrugs and says, "I do not really have the ability to argue, so I suppose it's fine."
You do. You're just choosing not to use it.
No.
Either way.
Well, we'd still like to be a gracious host to our friend's companion, after all.
Indeed. Are you arguing with another royal?
I'm not arguing.
You presented a contrarian opinion.
That's discussing, not arguing. Anyway,
Debating, as it were.
I suppose it would be a good idea for us to go and check on the librarian, unless you want to speak with your mother about anything, George?
Actually did, but I don't.
I know that you wanted to ask the librarian about some things. I forget what exactly, though.
Pretty sure it was probably about Oh, probably the Book of Exalted Deeds, maybe that as well.
Oh, yes.
I'll ask her then, since that's
I think
something we are all worried about.
if you need someone to go with you, George, to keep you in check, I mean, we can send the priest. Why are you volunteering me?
George is raising an eyebrow. Why would I need someone to keep me in check?
Julie just shrugs and Skillet looks a little confused, like, why me? I don't see you as a library person, Priest. Priest begins to start moping in a corner somewhere.
I think I'll be fine. I don't think it'll be that long of a conversation anyway.
No.
And I
You
should be
want
able
someone to
to.
go with you anyway, just in case something goes down or something.
He's only going to visit his mother. What's the worst that could happen, aside from him getting grounded? Again.
Did you not forget the idea that we have multiple people who are probably going to converge on this area?
True, but
If that does happen, I'm sure my mother and I would be able to handle it. She is an angel of death.
I think he would be safer there with her than with us, to be honest.
That's fair, I suppose. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of one of us being alone.
He won't be alone.
Weird. We've been all together so long. It's weird when we're apart.
Or not, Jubilee. He won't be alone. He'll be with his dear mother.
Like I said, I doubt anything happens with the redeemed here, my mother, and everyone. I think I'll be fine.
Your mother is an angel who is also a deer? Stella says in confusion.
No, an angel of death.
She just said that you would be with your dear mother.
No, not that kind of deer. Deer isn't precious, not deer isn't the animal.
Ah.
Beastie will just pat Beastar on the shoulder. No worry. You're very confusing, but you will get it.
Yeah, I shall catch up, and if anything does happen, you will probably hear it or know about it.
Alright. Well,
I can cause a lot of chaos if I so choose.
As you say that, you notice that the Redeemed are now staring at you, George.
I'm not going to be causing any chaos whatsoever.
That is the same energy of, you son of a... I'd like to apologize.
I can cause that chaos if I so choose. Looks over. Never mind.
But I just choose not to, clearly.
Like I said, if anything happens, I will catch up.
Yeah. And Elvi, you definitely need to go to the library, too.
I do.
Anything else we need to follow up on here while we're here? Looks to Thorgrim.
Gotta find her first.
I mean, best place to look is where she works.
I mean,
the
yeah,
palace.
or her training grounds, or
You have fun with your date.
You could also probably send a message via the Redeemed.
Okay. Hey,
Hello,
who's gonna
citizen.
would you would somebody be able to pass a message to Ramiel, please?
What kind of message?
Just a message that Thorgrim is in town and would like to see her.
Very well. Where will you be located?
Usual place, I'm gonna guess.
Well, which one is that?
The inn that we've been staying at.
Insert name of inn here. Inn. We always stay there when we're in Haven.
Thorgrim will just point in the direction of the inn. We will be staying in an inn in that direction, and we will.
Turns Thorgrim because I remembered the burned down one. No, the other one.
Right. Forgot about that. That one. We'll be staying there for the foreseeable future. So if you could, direct her towards that particular inn, that'd be great.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Very well. Your message will be passed on, citizen.
Thank you. And I apologize for saying the bad word.
That will be 20 gold. He holds his hand out.
He'll reach into the bag and pull out 20 gold.
He will take it. Thank you for your donation.
You are welcome.
Redeemed?
Yes, citizen.
So if that's where it is to swear, what about H? Actually, does spelling swears count as swearing?
Yes.
Okay. Never mind.
He watches you intently.
Never mind my question then.
He just leans in really closely. Yes.
If you're talking about the bad word for pooping, then probably.
What? No, not that one. The other word for the place where demons live. I mean devils.
This.
Devils.
There we go.
Wait, how come that word isn't a swear?
The abyss is a location, not a swear.
What then? Is it the other place also a location?
But
other
the other place you can use in as a swear.
The other
Right.
place is both.
Yeah, I doubt we're ever gonna hear someone cuss the word abyss. Just saying, it's kind of hard to do.
But what if actual beings are invading here from that place? Do we get a fine if we say it that?
Well, in that context, you're talking about the place, and you're not swearing.
But what if I say, and if I specify I'm speaking out the place, that doesn't count as a swear?
Adel, context matters.
I am specifying right now that I'm talking about the place, not the swear word. So can I say it?
If beings from that place do end up invading, I don't think we'll be caring about whether you're saying it or not.
I wouldn't.
I think that takes more precedence, just in that case.
If they were invading, you could very simply say devils are invading.
Yes.
Or you could even refer to it as the Nine.
Oh, the nines. Right. There we go. I'll say that.
Well, Nine, and then said word because that's the proper name for the place.
Very well.
Strange question that arose entirely from my own curiosity. If the Nine is a place of devilish origin, or a place where devils originate, then what? Then does it dressed to the nines seem like a very strange thing in context?
It means you're dressed devilishly.
Like devilishly good.
Implying that you are attractive.
Ah, never thought of that before. Fascinating.
I mean, I'm always dressed to the nines.
Indeed, you are.
Easy will shake your head. Oh, you barely wear clothes. You're not dressed at all.
I have to agree with BC. You're definitely not wearing 9 articles of clothing.
Oh, wow.
BC gets a pass because it's BC, but you, sir, what? Caught myself before I said the word.
Said what word?
You know what word?
I don't. You'll have to enlighten me.
I'm not. If I get fined, then you're paying it.
No.
Then no.
I guess we'll never know what the word was then.
Just pokes him in the cheek. You're lucky you're cute. Thorgan feels like he got some karmatic revenge there, I'm guessing.
No, he just finds this hilarious every single time.
Meanwhile, LV, their flirting is weird.
Elvy's more still like thinking about really weird things that make no sense except to somebody who thinks all the time.
Meanwhile, Scolotus, she called me dumb.
Sad face.
Sad dragon noises.
Sad dragon. So, are we convening at the inn, or are we going to see Azazel first?
The main group was going to go see the librarian. The other, and George said he was going to go see Azazel.
Ah,
So,
sorry.
George has his own token right there that hasn't moved in a minute, and the rest of you are at the library.
Excellent.
Which is apparently at the foot of the palace.
That's not the palace. That's the library.
Right, the palace is off to the right. I keep forgetting.
And
Sorry, I see big centerpiece, and I think palace.
And once again, it is not a palace. It is the government district.
Ooh.
There is no king or queen here. There is no palace.
You can have a palace without there being a monarchy. Or
George now
patriarchy.
thinking to himself, I should have told them to make sure they have something to give to the librarian.
You ever get the feeling you're forgetting something?
What's are they talking about?
I don't know. Scalodius. I just have this nagging feeling in the back of my head we forgot something.
I'll shrug
sure it's
before looking to. Do you have any spare books?
None that aren't just stories.
They work.
I could tell the librarian of our of my vision. Perhaps that could suffice as a nugget of knowledge.
One of us should be writing down our adventures.
He seems to want to hoard written.
Well, I have an ink pen and some paper. I could write that down, and in the time that we get to said librarian. Do you think that would be a wise thing?
Hubert shrugs, but eventually pulls out a book.
Alright. Elvie will scribble down a detailed account of the dream she had in showing her the Dream King's crown and and just the image of the crown, what it looked like, what the building or what the castle looked like, what the figure wearing the crown looked like, all of that.
Roll a history and a sleight of hand.
Okay. Does it matter which order?
No.
Okay. The Histoire. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, that's
And sleight of hand. Her handwriting's not that great.
Well, you remember it down to basically the last detail. Just didn't write it very well.
I need my cursive needs work.
I was gonna say, you ever notice how doctors don't have the best handwriting? This feels like that.
Indeed, I'm used to writing in my own scientific shorthand. Actual writing is difficult for me.
Maybe they'll understand it.
I would hope so.
Julie trying to be supportive, but has a feeling this might not pass.
Every now and then, just going, ugh.
So, you guys are at the library.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, might as well give it a shot.
Indeed. I will present the offering.
As usual, there is a slot which you could slide literature into as a presentation of a gift.
Indeed. Into the mail slot it goes.
Oh my.
If I was playing anybody else, I would do something to enable you, but I won't.
Okay. Well, it goes in. And, there's several minutes of silence that follows. That doesn't seem the offering was as accepted as one would hope.
I just imagine the dragon with the Jackie Chan blood face trying to read it.
Does anyone have any other literature they would like to part with?
Ada will gesture for one of Hubert's books.
Hubert is holding a book.
Pick it and drop it down the chute.
Yoink.
Hubert will begrudgingly slide the book into the slot. I like that book.
He can get you another copy.
What was the name of the book?
I will leave that a secret.
I was hoping to get one in a copy. Oh well.
I doubt there will be a copy of it here.
A shame.
Why is
Oh,
the
it's one of those books.
those books? Usually I doubt you.
They're far too boring.
I imagine two shocked expressions. One from Adel for like, wait, he's actually read those kinds of books, and you believe being offended because he likes those kinds of books.
Eventually, the slot will open, and it will have a note within that states the offering has been accepted, but I am accepting no visitors at this time.
Hmm.
But presumably, you will get a meeting at a later date.
We got an IOU. Huh.
Hmm.
Eldor.
Sad Adel.
Oh, pull out.
Sad LV noises.
Oh, pull out your clock and check the time.
Why do you always check the time?
Gee, I wonder why.
I do.
It's like it's
It's
an
only-
important thing to know when in the day certain things happen, so that it would be a good idea to know when to check up on certain things happening.
You know what? It's only been a few minutes. How do you like that?
A few minutes from when?
Yep.
What do you mean, yup?
Anyway. I don't know. It's 1 in the afternoon.
Alright. Don't put our clock away. We can check in the evening or tomorrow.
I see.
Oh, come on. Let's head to the inn.
Very well.
A little only tea. So they go to the inn. George! I
Yeah.
assume you're going to go visit.
Oh boy, did it happen again. Hello?
Yep.
Oh,
Here we go again.
Hello?
I can hear you
Ready
now.
for the next yippee.
Good.
Oh, there we
Hello?
go. It's fixed.
It's weird when you can't hear us, but we can hear you.
Well, I joined internet.
Nah.
I don't know if that's an internet thing.
It is an internet.
One feels weird. Because if it was your internet, I don't think we should be able to hear you either. But we
Huh.
could. That's the strange part about it.
The internet I have has really good download speed, but terrible upload speed, so... Wait, then wouldn't it be the other way around?
Exactly. You see
Weird.
the problem now?
Yeah, it is weird.
It's the reverse of what should be happening.
Oh, George. What do you say?
Hello, Mother.
Oh, George. I'm surprised at your visit. I wasn't expecting you back anytime soon.
Yeah, we needed to look up the English, research some information that would help one of my companions.
Ah. I see. What sort of research are you trying to do?
Well, two separate things. The Book of Exalted Deeds and a staff that one of my friends is missing at the moment.
That is a very powerful book you are after.
Yeah, it's one of the only ways I think I know about currently that will help us deal with the amulet situation.
I see.
The other option is if we really wanted to piss this guy off, we could try to find some way to keep the amulets here and make sure they never fall into the hands of anyone that would use them for to look over to the unseen servant.
It will slowly hold its hand out to you. You cursed, George.
What did he even say?
Said piss.
God damn it!
Put money in the swear jar.
Landed 20, land the sphere 20 gold.
Man,
Well, face palming.
we
He
would-
forgot.
we would not
indentured
last a
spirit.
damn second in this city.
The
No, we would not.
spirit will go back to its spot, allowing you to continue.
But yeah. The other option is that we find some way to keep them locked down so that he never goes to another dimension, because that is essentially what is going to end up happening once we destroy them here. Or realm.
Very troubling choices, I see.
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, I haven't really thought of any solution to keeping them locked down, so.
I'm afraid I am not sure if I have a solution either. I am uncertain how powerful these amulets are, after all.
Well, only thing I really know is that they tend to seek out people who they think would do well with them. I mean, I have one myself, so
You haven't worn it, have you?
no.
You haven't thought about wearing it, have you? What'd you say, George?
George is like,
He's silent.
yeah, he's just silent.
No, obviously
Doing
not.
that.
Jordan was prepped.
looking away.
Jordan was prepped with that roll deception.
There was
I heard him make a noise, and I needed to know.
He'll take a deep breath and say, there was a moment where I had lost myself with finding the paladin, and I was close to using it.
She watches you for a while and says, I see. You cannot read her emotions.
Can I try to?
Sure,
Son,
you can definitely try.
Son, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That'll be an insight.
Okay.
Silent rage.
You do not read her emotions.
Damn. But, like I said, that was just a moment, and I don't see myself ever getting to that point ever again.
Good. I'm glad to hear.
Oh yeah, Pound's permanently gone too.
Yeah, and like I said, the paladin's permanently pretty much gone at this point. I saw him get dragged down to some other realm.
The 9.
How does that make you feel, George?
Honestly, finally feels like I'm somewhat at peace for the time being.
He nods to this. It is something, at least.
Yeah. I did have a question, however.
And that would be?
Kind of been not wanting to ask this for a while until we got this sorted, but was there anything left behind of Dad's at all?
She looks a bit saddened by this and says he was buried in his armor, and he did have a blade which I gave to you when you came of age. Other than that, he didn't have anything specific. He died sooner than we expected.
Well, Out of character, I'm guessing the blade was just a longsword, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It was the longsword you started with.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious. Also, about the other thing I discussed with you about with training,
Yes.
is that still on the table?
Of course. Your training with me has given you the abilities similar to a paladin. If you wish to continue trying to unlock more of your potential, I am willing to assist in this.
Okay. I need to see how long we're gonna be here, but I guess I can come by tomorrow then.
He nods and gives you a smile. I look forward to that then.
Alright, I guess I should go tell my friends I'm okay at least. They
Why wouldn't you be okay in your own city?
I don't know, they seemed very worried that something was gonna happen on my way here.
Like?
The vision I told you about me maybe getting kidnapped, I don't know. They just seemed I guess we had been together, everyone had been together for so long that they got worried if any of us separated, so.
Strange.
Yeah.
Well, at least they care for you.
Which
Yeah, I guess that is. That's good to know at least.
Well, enjoy your stay, George. Not often I think you get a chance to relax, after all.
Yeah, that is true. Also, I don't suppose you would know where the best armor smith is in the city?
Depends on what kind of armor you're after.
Still kind of think similar to the chain shirt I got, at least, or chainmail. I realized that I've been using the same armor since I first left the city.
Well, I am certain we have a magic smith somewhere. Let me look into it and I'll let you know. I have not had to go shopping for armor since my creation, if I'm going to be honest with you.
So I take it we're going shopping for armor together now?
She just shakes her head to this and says, I don't know the first thing about armor, George. You know more about than myself. I'm simply going to figure out if we have a good smithy in the area.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't saying you need to know about armor. I was talking about more or less just us going out to get, shopping.
he wants mom-son time. Adorable.
I suppose we can work that in for tomorrow. If you're willing to wait.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fine.
He nods to this. Very well.
I suppose I shall see you tomorrow, Mother.
Rest easy, George.
And he'll head back towards the inn.
Mom, will you go shopping with me? Her, who has absolutely no idea how to go shopping.
She has no idea how to shop, but she's happy to get that her son wants to spend time with her.
I don't know anything about this. I don't even have money.
But son,
Like, legitimately, she has no money.
Last thing she was expected to is be asked to go on a shopping trip.
She'll go with you. She just can't help you buy anything. Like, yeah, I'll go with you. That's all I'm gonna do.
What, can't bring out the Platinum Angel credit card?
He doesn't have money.
I know.
She has one Earth.
When am I ever going to make that pun?
Hey, a reused asset. Here we go.
Here we go again.
Eventually, you will all make it back to the inn, where everything seems fairly, relaxing, as the innkeeper looks to you as you enter.
She nods her head. Hello again.
Hello.
Been a while.
That it has.
Everything going okay?
I assume so. How about you?
Same.
No, this is not the innkeepers whose inn we burned down.
I'm pretty sure what is.
Nope.
Yeah, he got a new inn.
Or he's having to work at this one.
I thought that it's like they gave him a new inn to, with the money.
No, we went to a new inn. It was already like there.
Yeah, and the same innkeeper was there. Pretty sure they gave him.
Innkeeper.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just
Okay.
gave him a new inn.
You believe just runs off to be by herself, apparently.
I don't know. I saw someone do a clip there, so I thought it was important. I guess I was wrong. Saw a ping, and I reacted to the ping.
Shiny.
So what are we gonna tell George when he gets here?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we don't have any information.
Yeah, so we'll just tell him we don't have any information.
But we do have a meeting with the librarian when she decides to actually meet with us.
Yes.
So do we just wait for a notice?
I was going to see if we could visit her in the evening.
I guess we just wait until then.
Yes.
Not like we have much of a choice.
Come in and sit down.
Hello, George.
Welcome, George.
Hello.
How was your talk?
It was. Yeah. He looks a bit more happy than normal, but then he'll go back to his normal, like, broody self. He's like, it was good.
Adolf Snickers.
Oh, look at that! The two moody people are actually being more upbeat.
Adolf
What's
just
Hubert?
glares at you.
What's so funny?
Hubert looks at you curiously.
Okay, two of the three.
And I don't find it funny. Well, I suppose it's nice seeing you and your mother's related.
I guess so. Well, I'm supposed to be training with her tomorrow as well.
All right.
What makes us having a meeting later helpful?
Yeah. Also, Thorgrim.
Oh, he's beyond
He's
these.
Not back, I guess.
He is
Advanced
verbed.
verb. Yeah, I'm also going to be going shopping for some armor tomorrow as well, so I might need some gold.
Take him with you.
With Thorgrim?
Why not?
Do you
If
think he's
things
gonna
get-
be comfortable with Azazel there too?
Why wouldn't he be?
Well, things get really bad, just throw him at Ramiel, and that'll fix the problem.
I guess that'll be fine. I'll have to come pick him up then before we go shopping, if anything.
I'm gonna think about it. Why would Thorgrim have a problem with your mother?
Some people just get very uncomfortable around authority figures, so it's kind of like how a common criminal will get, scared about a guard being right next to them.
I don't think Thorgrim gets too uncomfortable around anything other than the undead.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I mean, he might get a little flustered with certain people, but honestly, he's probably the most straightforward person of all of us.
True. I can have Azazel hound him about his interest in Ramiel then.
Now you're thinking. Jubilee and George just have sibling energy at this point, don't they?
Maybe.
They're scheming together now. Oh, you've been awfully quiet this whole time. Is everything all right?
Who, me?
Right, I'm trying to figure something out.
Oh.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine.
You've been tinkering with Hoppy?
No, I've kind of just been relaxing.
Okay. Just checking up on you, making sure everything's all right.
Yeah, everything's fine. Do you guys need something for me to tinker with?
Julie Cat looks around. Not that I can really think of, unfortunately.
Okay, good.
I didn't want to.
Actually reminds me. Poppy, do you want to give me back the buttons that I gave you?
Why?
I mean, not really a reason unless you want to keep them.
Button.
Do you want to keep them?
Yes.
Okay, you can keep them.
Like button. Hoppy gives no explanation why he likes button. Just that he does.
Oh, let's not question him further.
No further questions, Your Honor.
I guess I did want to train a little bit. Not exactly sure how to, though.
What are you wanting to attempt to train, Otto?
He'll think to himself for a second, and then look at Hoppy. I kind of want to train Hoppy to fight. Or
So,
fight better at least, or be able to wield something.
rude.
Well, no, I'm talking about fighting more effectively.
Hoppy will point at you. Rude.
I mean, with the sword.
Hoppy will just watch you, and then look at it. Look at his fists, and just almost like he's thinking.
You'd be much better at protecting people if you had something you can use to help protect them other than just your fist.
Hoppy will just stare at his fists, and eventually will go, okay.
Otto will then hand Hoppy a longsword.
Otto will look at the longsword.
Kill mode engaged.
You hold you hold this side of it as he points towards the hilt of it. He'll just scratch his head and be like, this might take longer than I thought.
Well, presumably he's never used a longsword, so he'll have to try and figure that out.
Look over to Hubert. Do you think you could potentially help him?
I can attempt to assist, yes.
Oh, well, okay.
I suppose we can do that tomorrow while George is training with his mother.
Okay. I guess if anyone else wants to help with it as well, that'd be nice.
I mean, I don't know how much else I can be helpful with Adel, so I can at least help with training. Give me some good shield training while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, we can have Poppy practice against you with your shield.
Yeah, as long as I don't get too beat up.
To look over as Hoppy is still trying to figure out how to wield the longsword.
Hoppy's just looking it over and stares at it, holds it out, takes the point near his eye to look at the point of the sword.
I don't think you'll have much trouble not getting hurt too badly. For now.
I don't know. An opponent that doesn't know what they're doing is sometimes the most dangerous. Because even they don't know what they're going to do. How are you supposed to predict that?
I guess that'll be something for you to train yourself on.
The dwarf is back.
Hi.
Meanwhile, in the storeroom, Beastella will follow you, Beastie, and tilt her head and go, "What are you doing?"
Beastie will pause as she's swinging the halberd and looks. Training, so you can use this better.
You have permission to be here.
He thinks for. No me, no half cheese.
Well, then you shouldn't be back here. If you didn't ask the innkeeper to be back here, you shouldn't just trespass.
If he no want me back here, he say so.
Did you ask him?
No.
Then you should go ask,
Why?
rather than assuming you can be back here.
But he no say anything when me come back.
But did you ask?
No.
Then you're the one at fault for not asking permission.
Me no think so.
Well, you can be wrong, so I need you to leave.
Why you want me?
Because you're trespassing and you shouldn't be here.
In yours?
No, it isn't. But I doubt that the innkeeper wants you back here, given that this is his storeroom.
Me not hurting anything.
Doesn't matter.
Why?
Because you are in a place you do not belong. It would be like a trespasser coming into your hive.
Yes. But if me watch them go in, then me stop them if me not want them.
But what if they went in without you knowing, and then you discovered them?
She looks to herself. Me not very sneaky.
But what if that's happened?
He's going to go over and very loudly open the door.
The innkeeper will look at you.
Beastie will wave.
He just watches you and says, "Will you get out of there?"
Why you let me walk in here?
I didn't let you walk in there.
Well, me just walk in. How you not see me?
I was serving people food.
You need to keep better eye on things you don't want people to walk in on.
There's a door in your way. You can't just assume you can go into places where there's a door.
Beastie looks very confused at this, then walks over and just opens the door and looks at him like he looks at him while gesturing to it. But me can walk in.
Bistella will grab you and prevent you from doing that before motioning you back to a table.
Hey! What you do that for?
Because you need to go sit.
Well, why?
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
But me want train.
Well, you can't train in here.
Fine. He will train out there. Just gotta head for the door.
Okay. Are you wielding the weapon when you step outside?
Yes. Well,
Citizen.
not
3, 2.
not like
1.
she's holding it like to hit people, more like she just has it leaned against her shoulder as she's walking around.
Citizen,
Yes?
you are violating the prohibition of drawn weapons.
She...
Let us bind that to you.
Huh? Okay.
They will take your weapon and tie a rope onto your back, preventing you from being able to draw the weapon.
Teach me how you tie that.
It is a very simple knot. They will show you how to tie a knot.
She'll make sure to remember it as she starts going along to try and find somewhere where she won't get in trouble for training.
All right, you roll a D100 to see how lucky you are with that.
And before it's a 1. Close enough.
My brain. Hey, Zardek, look what I learned.
Oh no.
You walk around for a long while before finding a perfect building. You, with a smile on your face, you open the door as you re-enter the inn.
God damn it.
Son of a...
BC will look very confused. Huh? Me walking a square. How me go in a circle?
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Oh no, BC's going insane.
Okay, he will head outside the city. He will see you later. And she'll head out and start heading for the outskirts of the city.
Yeah. Well, that was interesting, Hubert says.
Indeed.
But yeah, Thorgrim, would you like to go shopping with me tomorrow?
Shopping? Why?
I need to get a new set of armor. Also, I'm going out with my mom at the right train.
Oh, weapons and armor shopping. That's different. Yeah, totally.
It would be tomorrow.
I know, just, excited. I like weapons and armor and stuff.
Well, just make sure you have enough energy for tomorrow, old man.
Who are you? This is me we're talking about.
This is me we're talking about. The guy who has never succeeded a meditation check since starting the campaign.
Yeah, exactly. Hence the random narcolepsy.
I mean, that aside, I was referring to Remiel, but I don't think he can hear me right now.
Oh, what? Huh? Oh.
It also
Never mind,
depends on
you'll
how
do fine.
quick the redeemed can get them their message, or get her message.
Yeah. I'd assume they'd be pretty quick. You know, they seem to be prompt and shit like that. But, you know, if it takes time, it takes time.
I could totally see Ramiel doing a Kool-Aid Man into the building, knowing that Thorgrim's here.
Oh, yeah, in Scottish.
Bagpipe music intensifies.
Completely off topic, real quick, but one of my favorite Godzilla toys they've ever made is all of the Godzilla monsters like Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Mechagodzilla apologizing at a podium. And I think the sign in Japanese says "I'm sorry." You know, they're very clearly apologizing for the damage. And then there's Hedorah, where he's just standing up straight, and the sign literally says, "I apologize for nothing."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
King Ghidorah.
Not King Ghidorah, Hedorah, the weird
sorry.
ghost-looking monster.
I apologize for the inconvenience of me not giving a fuck. The only way you could have made that better is if the toy was also sticking up a middle finger.
Ghost finger.
It appears we all have very eventful days tomorrow.
Well, a lot of us do.
I mean, if you consider reading and knowledge to be eventful, I suppose.
And what will you, Lady Adelsade, do? Will you decide to read a novel with Ellen, or simply relax?
Relax. Yeah, or rather, depending on the answers I get from the librarian, I buy. What about you?
I'm going to be attempting to train Hoppy.
All right.
Remember.
And now I'm gonna help.
Luck.
Hubert will look to Jubilee, look back to you, Adelsarde. I'm going to be training both Hoppy and Jubilee, apparently.
Hey!
What?
I'm supposed to be helping with I can be useful. Confidence slowly faded away as she was talking.
I didn't say you weren't useful, Jubilee. It's just I have far more training than you do. Meaning that I'll probably end up training you as well.
I guess.
It isn't an insult.
Alright. If you say so. Jubilee then looks over. Is the priest still moping? For a fact, Solodius is still moping.
Beastella, who was sitting with Beastie, looks to you, Jubilee, and says, "You should really be nicer to your friend."
I wasn't meant to be like an insult at him. I was just actually surprised he was still moping. He usually snaps out of it by now.
Maybe it's a situation of constantly being belittled by his friends is finally beginning to get to him. In fact, have any of you apologized for being as crass to him as you have been?
Can you clarify, please?
Maybe not necessarily you, but for example, Jubilee made an insinuation that he was dumb and wouldn't enjoy the libraries. I believe you also refer to something called the idiot singularity when involving himself, the Beastie, and your compatriot Thorfinn here. Each of you have thrown slight insults at him, presumably since he has joined your ranks, despite the fact that all he does is try to be the best person that he wants to be around you. And even now, whenever it's clear he's upset, the Jubilee is making insinuations at and making fun of the fact that he is broody, rather than trying to figure out what is wrong with him.
Allow me to go first then. LV will stand in front of Scalodius, kind of just turning him by the shoulders with her hands, just like,
Oh, hello.
Hello. I would like to apologize for helping to perpetuate the idiot singularity joke. I was merely meaning it in jest, and I did not wish to harm your feelings.
I suppose I should be a little more thick-skinned about it, after all.
No, you should not.
That is not fair to you. It is okay for you to be upset about something.
And do you know what is the best course of action when you are upset about something?
Otto will raise his hand.
Otto, you have the floor.
Kill the thing that makes you upset?
No, Otto.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
LV will stand and put her hands behind her back, folding them together in a studious, teacher-like manner, and will look up to Scalodius, because I'm assuming he's quite a bit taller, and just says, tell me, Scalodius, when presented with a problem that is concerning the matter of the heart, what is the best course of action when your allies are perpetuating said problem?
This just looks like he's thinking for a moment. I was tempted to actually say something dumb, but I don't think I should do this for this moment.
Just say whatever you want. Say what he would say.
Use it as motivation against my enemies?
Well, that is an interesting proposition in battle, but that would not solve your problem in the long term.
Jubilee just kind of... Jubilee looks over like, oh wow, this cuts deep. I feel really bad now.
If you are looking for a more long-term solution, may I propose another option?
Certainly, my friend.
LV will stand on her tiptoes, pull Scalodius' head down, and then touch their foreheads together, and just very simply say, "You tell us."
There's like a deep sigh from Scalodius before he decides to sit back down. almost at eye level with LV. Because again, he a big boy.
How big?
Let's see. What did I write down? Like, how tall is LV?
6'1".
Oh, okay, not too much taller. He's 6'6", though.
Okay.
He's
so yeah.
He's almost half a foot taller.
Yep, pretty close.
I suppose I have been letting something gnaw at me for a little while, and well, one of us knows, but I don't think she's around right now.
Forgive me for saying this, Father, but you are a rather open book. It is quite easy to tell when something is wrong.
I'm sorry if I worried you, but I didn't mean to necessarily hide it from you. Just trying to process it myself now.
Have you come to any hypotheses or conclusions?
no conclusions, but I know what the issue is, at least.
That is progress.
Thinking about Rashid.
That is a overarching problem that will be solved in no short order. Tell me what bothers you.
Well, as you know, he's still responsible for the destruction of my kind.
Indeed.
I'm literally the one that got away from him.
I believe I see the problem.
And yet, I still don't feel like I'm strong enough to match him. But even after after seeing what George went through, what is putting him down going to do for me?
I don't know. That is only an answer that is only a question you can answer.
Perhaps maybe I'm just longing to go back and live a simple life again.
As we all are, I'm sure. Well, she looks around to the rest of the group. Most of us, perhaps. But I do understand the need for longing and being with those that are most like you. I can relate to that, but it's unfortunately a matter that cannot be changed. And while I wish I had the ability to bring back all dragonkind for you, but I'm afraid I cannot. So, might I suggest a lesser solution? It won't fix all of your problems, but it will at least hopefully alleviate some of the longing that you possess.
Well, I appreciate what you're about to say, but this issue is twofold. And as you bring up the other fold before you come up with your solution.
Of course.
I not only feel longing to go back, but I feel out of place in this group sometimes. I mean, yeah, I know I've got good strength and can take a beating, but otherwise, I'm pretty much just exist. I don't have the intelligence some of you do, nor the cunning that others.
Thorgrim kind of just clears his throat. Yeah, this sounds familiar. Hey, Grandpa. That's not going to be a problem. That'll be easily solved. I also have mentioned things like this to certain people, and the issue with that is, well, I'm just going to tell you what my friend told me. You don't need to be smarter than LV, or stronger than anyone, or wiser, or more charismatic, or blah, 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 you know. Just focus on what makes you, you.
Gee, I wonder where you learned that from.
Yeah. Borgum looks very clearly embarrassed, trying to avoid Adel.
I suppose you do have a point there, Borgrim.
If anything, Adel had a point. I just had to hammer that through my thick skull a few times.
I may not be able to hit as quickly as you or as hard as Beastie at times, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that I could take a beating a little bit better than both of you.
Yeah, you can. See, you're probably the most resilient out of all of us, and you got that cool, like, dragon flying fire breathy shit, which is cool. Well, actually, not really fire breath, it's more like light breath. That's weird. Huh. Oh well.
The radiant light of my Lord Draco guides me. Right. It's like starts going into a preach thing. Sorry, force of habit.
Is that If that makes you happy, you should do it, Beastella says to you.
Exactly. And if 2 princesses say it, then it must be true.
Skelos looks. Oh, wait, who said the second line? Was it Thorgrim?
That was Thorgrim, yeah.
Looks to Beastella and then looks at Thorgrim. You're a princess?
No. No. I believe Thorgrim was referring to our other resident royal.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, and big guy. This is Jubilee. If the teasing ever goes too far, don't be afraid to tell us, or maybe knock me down a peg or 2.
Please.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings that hard. I very much appreciate that.
Do not forget that we are a group, we are a unit, and we are to respect and care for each other as only we can. If anything bothers you and detracts from your experience, tell us and we will fix it.
Well, there is one other thing I do want to at least put the close the book on, at least, and I think that'll at least alleviate some of my problems.
Elvie will very slowly back up and go to Jubilee.
Skills looks to Elvie. Why did you back up?
I made an assumption. It may not be the correct one, but I assumed.
I think you might be similar pathway, but a lot more civil about it. Then turns his gaze to Hubert.
Hubert will look back at you.
I did demand a duel with you at one point earlier, but mostly and I did that out of anger. However, I still believe that I need to at least settle that part of my brain once and for all, as it were. A little more civil, but I would like to request that one-on-one duel again. Win or lose, it'll help me with at least a one chapter of closure.
Meanwhile, Hubert's like, why are all of these fuckers trying to fight me?
To be fair, Skelotes was trying to fight him first.
I mean, technically it was Thorgrim first.
Yeah, technically, but well, I mean that's kind of cheating though.
Yeah, this one's not really training based or for fun. This was I need this for closure about that incident.
Hubert will not respond, but will look to Adel Sarday.
Adel will look back.
Adel, you know that Hubert would sooner refuse than accept, if for no other reason than to spite Sclodius, so he's giving you a chance to make it happen.
Adel is giving Hubert a look that says, you better accept.
You better fucking do it.
Roll persuasion.
Like, I really don't want to. I was gonna say, actually, before you say the result, can Jubilee give a help and give him a glare as well?
He's not looking at you, so no.
Oh, don't get that eyes in the back burning the. Nah.
No offense, Jubilee, but he honestly doesn't care what your opinion is in this
situation. Damn!
And you wonder why Jubilee has such confident issues in this relationship.
He minds your opinion on certain things. However, in this situation, there's only one person that can make him do this, and it's her. Hubert will watch Adel Sarday for a while before looking to you, Scalodius, and says, fine.
Thank you. Shall we wait for your training day and then take care of it, since you'll probably be in a training area anyways?
That would probably be best.
Very well. Our duel shall happen then, and win or lose, I shall have a closure on that chapter.
Very well.
Jubilee, again, not trying to sound mean, but just turns to Elvie. He's like, is that a Dragonborn thing? I don't understand.
No, I believe it is simply a testosterone-fueled male thing.
Like honor or something?
Something like that.
Little do you know, you pretty much nailed it on the head.
Yeah, no, exactly. I've seen this before.
He needs at least the honor of at least trying.
Oh, 100%. 420 years, I've seen this shit before.
Meanwhile,
The trap
Hubert,
dungeon needs to be closed.
Meanwhile, Hubert, they just keep trying to fight me. I don't like it.
Mental Hubert rocking in a corner.
I'll look over to Hubert.
Keeps kicking me in the dick.
We'll
Why?
We'll lean over and quietly say, maybe if you actually lost, they'd stop seeing you as such a big challenge.
No.
And accept your fate.
Because at this point, Thorgrim and Hubert have fought, which Hubert has won. Beastie and Hubert have fought, which Hubert has won. George and Hubert have fought, which Hubert has won, and now he has to fight Scalodius.
And unfortunately for him, I think Skillus might be the hardest one to put down out of all of them.
We'll see.
Friendly reminder. George also has resistance to radiant damage, and it didn't help him last that long.
Yeah, but George also doesn't have a thing that lets him keep going.
Not to mention the HP pool.
George also didn't have a strategy to actually fight Hubert when he first fought him. He didn't have prep time.
Scalodius does have a strategy. Well then, I believe all the men have settled this for now, right? Julie then looks to Adel and Elvie. Ladies, I get weirdly feel the tension in here.
Yes, you can cut.
I don't feel like.
You could cut it. You cut it with a knife.
There's no tension to be had from myself.
No.
Scalodius, are you feeling tense?
I feel like we could tip
I don't
him
know
over.
if tense is the right word.
Hubert, are you feeling tense?
No.
Then there is no tension.
I don't know, there's something in the air.
Yes, oxygen.
Sorry.
Adel just glares at Thorgrim.
What?
You are disgusting.
I know.
Yeah, you need to be more mature, like Skillo stops as she sees Scalodius trying to hold back a snicker.
Were you about to call
Need more mature like George.
Were you about to call Scalodius mature? Were you also about to call George mature?
I'm eating my own words multiple times right now, Adel.
Am I not mature?
You dealt drugs. No, you're not.
If you classify dealing drugs as being immature, then I don't know. I'd be scared what your qualifications are for being mature.
Not dealing drugs? I don't know why that is such a weird thing to say.
Because dealing drugs could be very easily attributed to you being poor.
Who did I deal drugs to?
According to Jubilee, you sold drugs.
You tried to give drugs to the party.
Oh, that's right. You tried to drug us.
To be fair, I did ask if you guys wanted the drugs first.
That's a still
Stealing
dealing
drugs!
Okay, but an immature drug dealer would literally just give it to you and then leave.
An immature drug dealer is
Not-
someone
that's
that
an idiot
deals
drug
drugs.
dealer, not an immature one.
An immature drug dealer is Tauntaun.
George, what you're referring to is an amateur drug dealer.
A mature person is someone that
I still feel like being able to deal drugs does not make one immature.
I think it makes one very immature. Because either they are fully aware of the ramifications of their actions, or they are not.
Okay, so then by that logic, anyone that deals any type of medicinal medicine that can be classified as drugs is immature.
There is a difference
the same thing,
between
and you know
medicine
it.
and recreational drugs, George.
They are
I
all
get
drugs.
that, but they're all drugs.
I am
By
talking
definition,
about
any person that gives drugs is immature in your book.
You know I'm talking about the drugs such as the ones that you were trying to sell, George. Those were not medicine.
I know, but you should have clarified that in the first place.
Well, I am clarifying it now.
It's too late. I am mature.
It's too late. I'm a good boy.
Yes, because the peak of maturity is declaring it yourself.
Yes.
It'll just...
Only those that are the most mature tell the entire world that they are in fact mature.
I'm just saying a mature person would use the proper language in the first place.
I see.
As George looks at you with a smirk as he says that.
Oh no.
Hale just rubs her face. I see. Yes, my mistake. You are clearly most mature, George.
I believe we have unlocked...
You couldn't even say that with a straight face, Adel.
I believe we've unlocked a new facet of George's personality.
I am glad, though. Actually, now that I think about it, the only mature person here is Gloomlaw. And even then, Ada looks back. And even then, it's only like 80% of the time.
I mean, I can't be a stick-up-the-mud all the time.
You're not.
Jubilee's about to say something like, no, you're right.
As she says this, Elvie has pulled out a small piece of paper, rolled it into a ball, and flicked it at Jubilee.
And there's the 20.
I'll say you've unlocked George's bratty side, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Always knew he was the bottom.
Oh, jeez. No.
Did Jubilee say that?
You don't fuck it. Yeah.
Hubert?
Yes,
He points at Hubert. On the shirt.
I've already put the belt on her.
hold
What
on,
more can I do?
What's another one on?
Jubilee, if you really think I'm a bottom, let me remind you of something I can do that you might have not thought about this. My sword can create 2 copies of myself.
Oh,
And he would just leave it at that.
Oh, no.
It will stand. Okay, I see we have reached this point in the conversation. I think I'm going to go take a pleasant walk. Hubert, you would be so kind as to join me. Thank you. I'll see you guys later.
So can you let Hubert borrow the sword for a moment?
No.
Oh. What is wrong with us?
It's like, I ain't having that shit. I have had it enough from Jubilee. I am not having it from George, too.
She's like, oh god, George is on the same wavelength as Jubilee again.
My sword can make 2 copies of myself. I can be both a top and a bottom at the same time.
Oh, God.
The question is, which one is the bottom, and are they a power bottom?
Yes.
The main question is, does George realize he didn't technically one-up Jubilee there?
Oh.
Mother of mercy.
Meanwhile, Jubilee's like, there are new possibilities.
By the way, Chaos, look at the chat.
No, I saw. Okay, look like goddamn Cloud Strife with all those belts.
Na 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 na.
Ugh. I'm gonna name this episode the one where Jubilee gets a bad idea.
That will be almost every episode, though.
Fuck you, dude.
No, the belt prevents that. Sorry.
What?
Wow.
Oh,
Nani?
Jubilee. Final Fantasy wardrobe's worth of chastity belts.
I mean, like 16 different belts all in different places.
Does anyone know a locksmith? Call the locksmith!
Alright. So, does anybody want to do anything productive for the rest of the day?
Nope.
I got to roll anything for Beastie's training? Did she even manage to get training done?
She even find her way out of the city?
Well, since he did specifically say he was going to the outskirts of the city this time, rather than just trying to find a place, there are training grounds on the outskirts, so roll a d100.
Oh, damn.
You are slowly beginning to get the hang of the weapon.
He has a very most content and satisfied smile.
Right. Is everybody being unproductive for the evening?
LV would like to be at least semi-productive.
How is she trying to be semi-productive?
Trying to create magic staff of magicness. Would you require Arcana check, please?
Yes.
Yeah, Arcana. Not bad.
You're continuing to work on the staff, and you feel the magic imbued within it. It is still not too terribly close to being finished. However, you are making greater and greater strides with each time that you work on it.
Excellent. We have formed the foundation of magical connections.
Eventually, you will all return back to the inn, as you are ready to settle down for the evening, as all of you have a big day ahead, apparently.
In one way or another.
What other possible way is there? Aside from actually hitting the...
What? No, I was talking about that we all had big days.
Oh, I must have misheard him.
You focused on the wrong part of that sentence.
Yes.
Meant that isn't we're all doing different activities.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh.
Alright. So each of you need to go to your rooms.
Go to your room.
Jubilee's been banished away from the other two, I'm guessing.
Banish.
I mean, Hubert didn't banish you. And I presume Adel Sarday hasn't banished you, because she hasn't said that she has.
Let's find out.
Hale will look over while she's lying on the bed. Yes.
So, am I not allowed to sleep in here?
This bed only fits two.
And
Bill sighs and gets it. Gilbert seems like whatever.
I can just go to a different room if you want to be left alone.
You said I wanted to be left alone. You said that the bed is for two.
And you get first priority.
The last time I slept in the same bed as you, I woke up with you over top me. I'd rather that not happen.
That was an accident.
So you keep saying. But Hubert, it seems she doesn't want to sleep in the same bed as you. What a shame.
Being bullied by being bullied in all directions.
And I believe you have stated that you enjoy it that way.
Julie proceeds to just bury her face under the covers, like, I can't. These two are gonna be the death of me.
Probably.
Imagine if the DM twists that somehow. That statement.
Right. Sorry about that. I am back.
Nice.
Alright. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright. So, the evening goes on very uneventfully. So I need D100s to see who awakens first.
Damn. Bill is clearly not used to sleeping in a chair.
This time it is the old man who is awake somewhat early-ish.
Julie apparently does not want to wake up.
Good lord.
Did she actually die in her sleep? What the fuck?
Oh my god. Why did I do this on this one particular map?
Do what?
Something's about to happen.
So, on one of the maps, I apparently took all of the tokens that were on my GM layer and just laid them over the top of all of the tokens on the GM layer. Because I'm looking for particular tokens. And there were 25 tokens all laid on top of one another in a corner of a particular map.
Weird.
Apparently that's how I store... or 26. Apparently that's how I store tokens whenever I get tired of looking at them on the GM layer.
Hold on. You can move the numbers?
What numbers?
Click on the number you just rolled and hold it and then move it around.
What the f...
Why? Yeah, I just discovered this. Like,
why would
the hell?
Why would I do that, though?
I don't know, but it's like... I just found out, like, why can I do this?
Yeah, just take the number out of the...
Alrighty. So it looks like Thorgrim is going... Oh, no, Beastie. Beastie, you wake up first.
Alright. Beastie will awaken, do some stretches, and then start heading. He's going to glance over to the innkeeper.
He looks at you.
Hello.
Hello. If Jay had rolled before I said Beastie woke up, he would have woken up first. Now he wakes up second.
What are numbers anymore?
Beastie's going to look at him for a moment and say, "Oh, you innkeeper a place that Zardak burned down."
Technically it wasn't Zardak, but yes. There was a Dweragar that was traveling with him that actually caught everything on fire.
Oh yes, him and his throw flamer. He really likes it.
Unless we're talking about the drow that you're traveling with, because she's the one who threw the fireball that caught the building on fire.
Inn burned down, why we still in the inn? Why
This
not
is a
go do
different
something else? Like be chef.
I'm not a chef. I'm an innkeeper.
Hire a chef.
I can't afford to hire a chef.
Beastie will look around at the big building. How?
What do you mean, how?
Thing is expensive. Got money.
I can't explain this to you.
Why?
I don't feel like you'll understand it.
Me understand plenty. Me am a smart goblin.
I don't think you'd understand it, he says.
He folds her arms and huffs. You understand. You just no think of idea till me told you I'm embarrassed. Don't worry, me no judge. And she'll go and see.
Alright. Your Jay, whoever rolled the 91 wakes up now.
Alright. Now, we're just going to wake up and
Wake up.
stretch
Why
a
did you
little
place
bit
your keys up on the table?
before getting up, heading out, getting dressed and everything, donning his armor. And he's going to make his way towards the lobby.
Okay.
Going to notice the individual in the corner?
What the? How did I miss that?
Does he look familiar at all?
Not to you. Because only Mark would recognize him, and Mark's dead.
As far as we know.
Well, I guess... Yeah, so... Beastie nor you would recognize him, technically.
Huh.
He seems familiar at a distance, but you do not recognize him.
Okay, and he'll walk over to the barkeep and will ask, can I get some breakfast? Maybe like an omelet or something?
Sure, I can make that. He says, nodding to you.
Thank you. Nope, put a piece of gold on the counter.
What would you like in it?
Your choice. I'm not picky.
He just stares at you blankly. The customer telling him it's his choice.
Beastie will, in many restaurants, customers allow chef to choose. You think it called chef choice?
That's not I will bring you your breakfast soon.
Straight up, you know what?
Always with the sass. Come on, guys.
Beastie is the bane of every innkeeper's existence.
All right. Whoever rolled the 67 with Matt.
That is my dwarf buddy. He's gonna kick up out of bed and he's gonna do some morning stretches. And he's gonna look at his buddy Rocky, who's sitting on the table. Yeah, you tell him, bud. Good morning. I'm gonna pick up Rocky, put him on my boot head, and I'm going to walk out. Grabbing my hammer as I do. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Morning.
Ribbit.
Hello, dwarf. Hello, frog.
As
morning.
you come out, Thorgrim, you see the innkeeper serving George an omelet.
Oh, sweet.
What's in it, though?
As he... George will take a bite out of it.
It's seemingly just a cheese omelet.
Yummy.
As
Du fromage.
as he was not given any specifics and has no idea what you like, so just went with the basics.
Keep it
Thank
simple.
you. And then he'll, as he's eating, he's just gonna say, Gordon, is that guy... He's gonna whisper, Gordon, is that guy in the corner look familiar to you at all?
Oh, here. Let me take a look. Oh, hey!
I guess he does.
Howdy, other Hubert. How you doing?
Cube, but hello.
Ah, Hubert. Sorry.
George will then try to let the frog get on him while he takes it over to Thorgrim.
As you hold out your hand to the frog, it will just sit there, continuing to be a frog. It makes no move to try to get into your hand.
He will try to pick it up.
You pick up a frog.
He will then take the frog over to Thorgrim and just say, you forgot this.
Ribbit.
Oh, shit. Thanks, bud.
Ribbit.
I'm gonna put Rocky on my head again, and I'm just gonna say, so, what's been going on? Anything interesting?
Killing undead, helping various villages around, that sort of thing.
Ah, yeah, that sounds about right. So how's that been going? You, I know most undead are pretty squishy, but, well, crunchy if you count skeletons, but, some of them have some pretty nasty, like, diseases and shit. Are you okay? Or is Adel okay?
I am immune to disease, and Eddie is fine.
Ah, good. Glad to hear.
Mostly because I myself am technically undead.
Ah, right, I forgot. Awkward silence.
Who's your friend? He says, nodding towards George.
Oh, this is George. George, this is Hugh.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Likewise.
He's from here. We're visiting for reasons.
So I don't think Thorgrim introduced you. What's your name?
You can call me Hube.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Hube. Continue eating his cheese omelet awkwardly.
Fulgrim's kind of leaning over to George and just like, he's kind of like that Stella lady we've been talking to.
So he's an alternate version of Hubert?
Yep. He's way more.
That makes sense.
He's way more like good aligned and, about killing undead and, good stuff. And yeah.
Then look over to Hubert as he looks as moody as the other Hubert.
There are a few differences. Hube has a slightly more positive look on his face. He constantly has a smile, for one. It's a very small one, but he is dressed in all black, just like your Hubert, so it is difficult to tell the difference at first.
Huh. Alright.
I also specialize in clerical magic, if that assists you in telling me apart.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Unlike your Hubert, this Hubert specializes in making people not die.
Gee, almost like they're opposites or something.
This is how that works. I'm kind of worried for what Elvie's opposite is going to be like.
Yeah, I'm struggling to imagine, for example, a alternate universe LV. What the fuck is that going to be like?
Are you saying
Imagine
that in
if
character or out of character?
Matt knows what it's going to be like, but Thorgrim's like kind of trying to be like,
Fuck is gonna be this shit.
yeah, like is she going to be like big and beefy, or like all about like rage and anger, or like what exactly? Huh.
If it's anything similar to Beastella, I'd imagine it'd probably be someone more like Beastie. That would be the opposite of Elvie.
So like more wild and unchained. Huh.
Maybe. That or just uses a different type of magic similar to Hube here.
Huh. Man, that'd be something.
He will continue eating his omelet.
Who's next on the waking up table? Looks like it's Scaladius. Since
One who's not in a coma.
Since Jubilee's basically in a coma.
After doing morning prayers and waking up, Skillos will come down. Morning, gentlemen. See, all of you are awake today.
Morning.
Goes to the bar to get orders of coffee.
Greetings.
Skillos has not noticed that that's the wrong Hubert. will not notice until told so. Excuse me.
Okay. So, with that one, looks like next is Otto. By 1 point.
I will then wake up, look over at... Oh.
As you wake up, you notice that Hoppy is just staring at you.
Morning, Hoppy.
Hello.
Is something the matter?
I like watching you while you sleep.
Jesus.
Oh. Okay.
He continues to stare at you.
Out of not being perturbed as he gets up from his bed and puts on his armor and everything and then starts heading out.
You talk in your sleep.
Huh?
You talk in your sleep.
Wait, what do I say?
Words.
Huh. Okay. Oh, not being bothered by this. He's gonna think to himself, what words do I say? Then look back at Hoppy.
Hoppy will look at you.
What words did I say?
Hoppy will sit there and think for a while before eventually saying, "I cannot repeat them. I don't know how."
Oh.
Meaning you probably say really big words.
Evangelistic expialidocious.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Just saying all a bunch of scientific terms.
Pretty much, yes.
Mitochondria. Wow, so cell.
You were merely raised in darkness. I was born in it.
You were really raised in science.
I was molded by it.
You believe physics to be your ally. You merely adopted the science.
No, we're not doing this again. We already kept
That's just
that
the
guy.
alternate version of Otto. Just very edgy.
The old version of Otto is just Bane. with bunny ears.
Oh God.
You're molded. You didn't know science until you were a lad.
By then to me it was nothing but magic.
Oops.
Hello.
Hold it. Alrighty. Otto stands on the table.
I was trying to get him onto the seat, but it's so hard.
If you hold Alt, it'll just place it on the map rather than trying to snap it to a square.
I'm trying to figure out which one it was. He'll sit down. Then he'll look over and be like, Hubert, are you still down to help me train Hoppy today?
He will look to you, and then look to Hoppy, watch you both before shrugging and says, "Sure."
Oh, okay.
Now it is time for Idle to wake up.
So I took my earphones off. What I missed?
You're waking up.
Alright.
Wake up.
Idle wakes up.
You wake up on the bed.
She blinks and looks over to Hubert.
Hello, my lady. You seemed uncomfortable in the chair, so I moved you to the bed.
Fair enough. Oh, today's the day. Hopefully the librarian knows something.
Hubert would then look to Jubilee and say, "We should probably wake her up. I'm not even sure if she's breathing."
Hell, over at Jubilee. She breathing?
She is breathing. She just seems to be out like a light.
Oh, she's breathing.
We should still probably wake her up. She gets moody when we leave her alone.
Right. I'll shake her shoulder to try and wake her up.
Jubilee, you are awoken by a Shokin shoulder.
Woken by a Shokin.
Yes.
Sure you can.
Ow. Julie just kind of groggily wakes up.
Hi, Potato.
Morn.
Morning.
Sorry, I don't think I slept well last night. Just kind of like rubs her temples.
No, you slept very well.
Weird.
You slept very well and very deeply at that.
Yes, no matter what noises were made, you wouldn't wake up.
Rather impressive, honestly.
So I'm assuming that it's like she's forming thoughts, but they just kind of disappear. You know what? I'm just gonna stretch and I'll meet you downstairs.
Alright, well. And then we'll start heading on our way.
Hmm.
But then she stops when she sees Hugh. Walk over. Oh, hello.
Hello. Give me just a second, guys.
Ah,
All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to
Hello.
reply to an email.
important stuff.
Words and things.
Yeah. Right now,
Yeah.
I'm having an issue with a app I use, and I can't get it resolved.
Fun.
Ooh.
So, Adel, Hubert, and Jubilee all walk into the room.
I was gonna look over towards Adol, and we'll then look back over to the other Hubert. Look back at Hubert, and at Hugh, and it's just gonna be like, and then look over at the other Hubert, and be like, who are you?
I'm Hugh.
Nutty.
Yes, remember Priest Stella's friends? He is one of them.
Princess, not priest.
Oh,
Sorry, I meant to say princess. I don't know why my brain just cut half the word out of my brain, but anyway.
Okay. That makes sense then. Sorry I mistook you for someone else.
It's fine. I didn't mind.
Are you the only one here, or are the others here too?
The others are in the city. We decided to fan out and look for the Stella, and I discovered where she was first.
Oh. Did you say hello to her?
No, she's still sleeping.
Then how do you know she was here?
Because we're here, Adel.
I have my ways of finding that out.
I see.
And Elvie, it's time for you to wake up.
Elvie's eyes snap open and then look around because she seems to have been much deeper into her meditation than usual. After preparing her spells and praying to power, she will look to her ring, greet it, and then walk to the main area. We'll just park right here. I said, was it, what button was it? Tab or
Alt.
Alt? To right. Yeah.
Hello, Elvie.
Good morning, Hubert. How are you today?
I'm well. And yourself?
I seem to have been deep in meditation, and I apologize for keeping you all waiting. But otherwise, I am well. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Elvie is now kind of looking at the other Hubert and looks to, their Hubert and then back again and just sort of raises an eyebrow.
Nutty.
They seem to be everywhere.
Yes, I can reproduce like fungus.
That would be rather interesting to see, I'm not going to lie. Did you perhaps create a simulacrum, or...
I am unable to cast such high caliber magic.
I assumed so, but you have had many surprises before, so I thought I would ask.
It's along a similar thing to how Bistella is.
That was my original assumption, but makes me wonder, how many versions of us will we see? Curious.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Indeed.
Unfortunately for you, you might not like the other version of me.
Why not?
Think what happens if you combine me and George. She's a moody one.
Let's see. She does not possess your brilliance. A
I
shame.
wouldn't say lack of brilliance, but
Keep in mind, I did not mean intelligence. I meant literal brilliance, as in light.
in any case, so just waiting for the others to arrive then?
Have you told them that we are here?
I have sent a messenger, yes.
I am actually quite curious. Excuse me a moment. Hello.
Hello.
You are an alternate version of our Hubert then, yes?
Apparently so.
I assume you are of more of a spellcasting variety then?
I suppose that is one way to refer to me as, yes.
Do I see anything on him that sort of like denotes what kind of magic he would use? Like a book or a holy symbol or something?
You do not. Due to the cloaks he is wearing, it is hard to see anything that would be considered a personal item on him.
That is smart. Well, I can always appreciate someone who is embroiled in the spellcasting arts.
I don't know if I would say spellcasting per se. I'm more of a cleric.
So, clerical magic is magic, though it is not achieved in the same means.
Nor is it arcane.
No, it stems from our belief and our attachment to divinity, and yet it is still magic, though it is granted to us by higher powers. What kind of clerical magic do you command then?
He just smiles to you and says, the healing variety.
Do you mean in the standard clerical healing variety, or something of a more, how should I put this, advanced and specific purview? I do know of some clerics that are especially adept at healing and reviving.
Who's they? There's shrugging a bit to this.
Is the secret of Azar Hubert. Very well. In any case, I appreciate your talents, and I do hope to see them in action at some point.
He chuckles a bit to this and says, I suppose if we travel together and there's need of it, it will undoubtedly happen.
Very well. And if we do not, then I wish you luck in your endeavors, in undoubtedly serving your version of Our Lady.
Or at least it was at one point.
Ah, that sounds familiar. Yes.
Yes, I attempted to kill her and steal everything, at which point she killed everyone that I was commanding and told me I could either serve her or I could die.
Ah, so you are a indentured servant then?
I was at one point.
Now you are more indebted by appreciation?
He thinks for a moment and says, I'm unsure.
Ah. Well, you will find your true reasoning soon enough, I am sure. And then LB will nod respectfully and return to her seat.
Okay.
Because I don't want to take up too much time.
Eventually, you will all notice Beastella come in and looks over, noticing Hugh, and stares for a while.
Gale looks over at Vistella. And back to Hugh.
Hugh will stand up and say, it's good to see that you're all right. I hope this plane has been treating you, and all of you watch as Beastella calmly walks up to Hugh, rears her fist back, and slams a punch as hard as she can into his gut, causing him to topple over, landing on his knees, holding his gut, with Beastella saying very calmly, if you ever send me away from a fight again like that, I will personally take your head. And then very calmly goes and orders breakfast.
Well, that answers several questions.
Yeah, maybe they're not so different.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the bonds are always the same.
Yeah. Yes, the fundamentals are intrinsically linked, apparently.
I'll look down at Hugh. So... you okay?
No,
Need some help?
maybe.
Hubert?
I think he's fine.
Please just help him.
Fine. Hubert will assist him to his feet.
Jealousy is not a good look for you, Hubert.
Hubert just looks more confused than anything to this.
Oh no, he has a problem helping himself.
that has many implications.
I didn't actually mean that in those implications, but
Yeah, no, sorry, I took that as like a quadruple entendre. I was like, huh? Okay, wow.
I mean, he doesn't need any help in that department anyway.
No, that's not what I meant, but okay.
Well, I see that she is still very mad at me.
Could have fooled me.
So... you sent her away from the fight, where you all died.
Yes.
Why did you do that with her and not with everyone else?
It was more of a spur-of-the-moment thing. Eddie was in the front lines, everyone else was basically dead, and I realized that it was going to be I realized everyone's going to die, so I sent her away so that she didn't.
But you only saved her because everyone else was dead at that point?
Perhaps.
Oh, man. inside that. Perhaps whale shit.
Whale shit.
You can't get a read on him that well, but you have a feeling he's not telling the truth.
Well, is going to peer at him for a while, before glancing over to Hubert. Hubert,
Yes.
in that exact scenario, and you had the ability to send someone away in the party when facing... If you were in his exact position at the time and you had the power to send someone away to safety, who would you send away?
Only one person?
Yes.
I can't answer this question.
I?
It would make someone mad.
Ooh.
That's.
I cannot answer this question.
He does not wish to play favorites.
Hubert, I know you'd send Adel first. I'm okay with that.
And why didn't you send your Adel first?
What do you mean?
Oh, she's talking to the other Hubert.
I know, that was him answering.
Was your Ale dead when you sent Estella away?
No.
Then why
I already told you she was fighting in the front lines.
Doesn't the princess also fight in the front lines?
I was able to get my hands on her, as opposed to Eddie.
I see. Well then. Yeah, well then. Look up. Over. Just pat him on the shoulder. It's a good thing that's your view.
You aren't reunited yet. She is quite upset with me.
Do you think she will... Do you think I should talk to her?
If you want to.
Well, you know her better than I do. And get something that I need to put my face into.
I don't know the answer to that question.
Alright. Even she will, odd she won't. Alright. He's just gonna go get some breakfast.
Okay. Anyone else?
What exactly are we asking?
Just anything.
Okay.
Anything you all want to do, or before the inevitable training montage?
Well,
Do we have time for staff time?
It will take up several hours of your day.
Yeah, I kind of figured, so I wasn't sure if we had enough time for that.
I mean, you have time for it if you choose to not do anything else, sure.
Okay. Never mind then.
well, Ael is going to wait for the others to arrive, like the other party. And once they do, she's just gonna see that conversation.
Okay.
We're probably going to do the same while eating breakfast, and then once that conversation is so forth, he's going to go to his mother.
The other party hasn't shown up yet, George.
Yeah, I was saying like once he shows up, once they show up, and that conversation happens.
Alrighty. See, eventually the front door will open, and a familiar armored figure will walk in very calmly. She won't say a thing to anyone, and will walk up to Stella, and will begin talking to her.
What they saying?
They're just asking each other how one another have been, and they are sharing stories of the things that they have done with in their time apart.
Any that have been interesting?
Eddie is talking about undead, waterlogged undead pirates,
Ew.
and Bistella is explaining her fights with many hydras and various other creatures that live in the wilds.
Damn. Beats a Hydra by herself.
But the two of them will continue to chat for a while about various topics.
Hale won't interrupt them meeting up with each other. Beastie, however, doesn't have that much tact. He's gonna walk right over.
Yeah.
Princess, why are you wearing such heavy clothes?
Eddie will continue to talk to Bistella, not seeming to notice that you are talking to her.
Hey, he's got a poker.
Where do you poke her?
Like shoulder?
She does not feel. Well, first off, you can't reach her shoulder. Second off, she doesn't feel you due to the armor.
Alright. She's going to climb onto onto the chair. I was going to like poke her in the cheek.
Eddie will stop and just slowly look at you.
Wait, you're not princess.
I am aware.
Then she looks to Beastie. Sorry, to Princess Beastara. Why she look like princess?
Bistella.
Yeah, Beastella.
And Bistella will just slowly shrug to this.
It's weird. Who are you?
Yeah. Eddie.
You look strong.
I am strong, yes.
Fight me.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
She looks at you, tilts her head one way, tilts her head the other way, and says, "You might be fun to fight, but don't know."
Might be. And she almost looks sad.
Yes, might.
Why only
Much
might?
Because Princess Bistella was only a mite, and she turned out to be rather enjoyable.
Well, me not sure why you compare me with the princess. She very different to me. But me will be very enjoyable too. Cracks her nose.
I suppose I have time.
Beastie grins. Good. Now where do we do it?
We can't fight in the city. It's against the rules here.
George in the distance. Yep.
Okay, we do it outside city then. Me will meet you there. She then promptly gets up and starts heading outside the city.
And she didn't wait for a meeting place, so she's probably going to get lost.
They'll just face palms.
suppose if I find her, I find her, and if I don't, I don't. Anyway, good catching up, Estella, she says, and will, very calmly, leave.
I'll just her go. I'll have that conversation I wanted to have with her afterwards.
Should have said something to her, milady.
I should have, but I forgot to. Go start at the door. Let's go meet up with the librarian. William Hollow, are you coming?
Of course I'm coming.
Unfortunately, my lady, I can't come with you.
Why not?
Because I have to train. I have to help train Harpy, and I have to have my fight with Scalodius.
Oh, right. Alright. Alright, have fun.
Please don't hurt them too badly.
He says nothing to this part.
Dorcam, are you going to stay here, or would you prefer to come with me while I train with my mother?
Sure, I'll come with.
Well, it's your preference. I can just come back and get you if you didn't want to come with.
No, I'll come with.
Okay.
Is that training? I say, yes, sir.
Alright. And George is going to try to contact his mother really quick.
You get into contact with her fairly easily, and she says, yes.
Do you know if Ramiel is busy?
Probably, but I can most likely get her attention.
Do you think you can get her to come and see you before I get there?
Yes. Why are you being so cryptic?
Trying to just surprise a friend
Yeah,
who's interested in her.
I can see what I can do.
Okay.
George? Finger snaps. Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking about training.
Ah, cool. Yeah, training's great.
They'll head out the door and start heading towards the government district.
Alright. And the group with Hubert has to go to the outskirts of the city in order to train.
Yep. Otto will start making his way over. I don't know if he was going to join since he did ask him technically as well.
He has nothing better to do, so sure. Where's the Haven map? There's the Haven map.
Oh, I was also going to ask if Estella wanted to come.
I will come. I don't know how much help I will be, but I will definitely come with you all.
Okay.
Wait, who are we going with first?
Ugh.
I will need D100s to determine that.
From everyone?
No, just whoever's part of the main group. So, I guess I will need one from Adelsarde, one from George, and one from Scalodius, since this is more of a Scalodius thing. I would say one from Scalodius and Beastie, but they're basically going to be in the same group.
Here's a Skilodius one.
Alright, looks like we're going with George and Thorgrim first, and then Skilodius, and then Adelsarte and Elvi.
Alright.
Thorgrim's like, stomping around behind George, going da 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 ba 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 ba.
You seem in a very happy mood.
Not often that we, get to do, or at least watch some fighting that isn't, actual, fighting for our lives. It's kind of nice.
I guess that's true. But I'm not too sure. Would George remember how training has gone with his mother before? Like, has he ever been trained by his mother?
Oh yeah. Multiple times.
Is it normally end with him getting his ass beat, or is it just like normally chill stuff?
It's normally chill for the most part. Unless it is a situation of you specifically wanting her to kick your ass, at which point then it gets a little more hectic.
Tense.
So only if he asks for it.
Alright. And he will... Yeah, it's normally relatively nice just doing some regular training. But I'm not sure what she has in mind for me since I told her what I wanted to learn how to summon something.
Well, I mean, your mom has a plan, I'm sure.
Yeah, just never really know what her plan is, to be honest.
Yeah, Azazel's... From what I know about her, she's pretty, secretive?
Ribbit.
Yeah, what Rocky said.
How? Where'd you get that frog from?
Oh, the boot hat. I literally pulled the frog out of my hat, and, yeah. Rocky! And then he, shoves Rocky into George's face.
He'll, kind of squint his eyes, lean back a little bit. It's like, okay, I understand. You don't need to put the frog in my face.
Right, okay. I'll put Rocky back on my head.
But as you two enter the government building, because I'm too lazy to swap maps, Thorgrim, immediately you are picked up into a bear hug as a very big angel goes, "Well, look who it be!"
Oh, hi.
Finally decide to come back to the city, have ye?
We've been busy. There's been a lot of shit happening. And I mean a lot.
Aye, you can make excuses all you want to.
They're valid excuses, fighting for our lives against crazy goblin kids and weird things that eat magic, and a lot of weird shit's happened.
Oh, I'm sure.
George will then raise up his hand towards Thorgrim.
George, help me.
20 gold.
Right.
Got him.
Money for the swear jar.
Got him.
Gold.
As he does that, he'll take the 20 gold and just be like, "You're welcome," as he'll keep walking towards where his mom usually stays at.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Come find you once we're done training, if you're still alive.
That'll take a while.
Death by Snoop.
No, Snoop.
Pretty much.
Snoop.
And George, she is going to attempt to teach you the spell Summon Celestial Spirit. So I need an Arcana roll from you.
Oh god. Where's the worst roll? Oh.
So as she's teaching you this spell, you understand the basics of how it would work fundamentally. However, even with her more or less trying to force feed it to you, being your patron and simply teaching you the spell, there is some sort of learning curve between you learning the spell and it actually making sense to you that you don't quite understand, and you don't quite learn how to do it yet.
Huh. I got the basics, but it's just feels weird.
Summoning upon a celestial spirit is not the easiest thing in the world to do, after all.
Yeah, I guess that'll be true. So just need more time then. Also, thank you for getting Romeo here.
You're welcome, though I'm still not entirely sure why.
Oh, one of my friends has... I'm not sure which way it is, but I think they've garnered interest in each other, so...
That cute.
Exactly. Yeah. Although he was gonna come with us shopping and he has the gold, so that might have backfired on me a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
It sounds like we have no choice but to force Romeo to come with us then.
Yeah, that'll be fine as well.
She's gonna carry Thorgrim around like a pocket chihuahua.
Like a teddy bear.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thorgrim is
Teddy
a
bear with a
teddy bear.
wallet.
Thorgrim looks up, uppies.
Nope, doesn't even need to ask for it. Already got uppies.
I don't care how many angels they send, I will not pay that gold.
I will not pay my taxes.
George commits tax evasion. Lord 11.
Southern president commits tax evasion. Are we surprised that he's formed a cult too?
Wow.
Are we surprised he's formed a cult and can summon demons?
Tax evasion.
Suddenly we're hitting a little too close to home.
So, the group with Scalodius, you all make it to the training grounds.
Huh.
Yes, Arnold.
That's not going to be a whole area on the outskirts for training.
They have to be able to train the militia somewhere, after all.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Then look over to Poppy and say, you still have that sword?
Poppy will look at you before pulling the sword off of his back and showing it to you.
So you figured out how to put it away properly.
Well, it's a good thing you know how to at least keep it on your person, at least. I don't think if he ever made a thing for Hoppy to actually carry weapons.
You did not.
Well, then squint his eyes at Hoppy. He's like, how can you do that?
Poppy will turn around and will slide the sword in the space between his head and his back, which could potentially destroy very sensitive circuitry within him.
I don't do that.
Poppy will give you a thumbs up, but will leave the sword in his back.
Take it out of your back.
He stares at you. You've given him very conflicting rules.
Take it out of your back and just simply wield it for now, and I will get you a different way to put it away.
You told me not to.
I'm going back on that, so please take it out.
I am confused.
You're not the only one.
I meant don't do the thing where you put it into your back like that.
How am I to take it out if I am not allowed to do that?
No, you can take it out of your back one last time, but just don't do it again.
Why?
Because it could damage you.
How?
Your insides.
He just stares at you.
The thing that helps you function. The thing that keeps you alive. If you keep doing what you're doing with the sword, it might damage you and you won't be able to continue to live.
I am not alive.
I mean, he's not wrong, but what?
Okay. If you keep doing what you're doing with the sword, it might cause you to stop functioning as a machine.
Oh, then I will leave it.
No, you can take it out. Just don't put it back in there once you take it out.
But you said it would destroy me.
No, if you put
if
it
you
back
leave it in
in
there.
after if you leave it in there, it'll do that.
Oh. He will slowly begin to remove the sword.
It will put together something that'll help you keep it safe. Well then, like, think to himself, can I invent headache medicine? And then we'll go back to...
Are you proficient in medicine?
He is not.
Then no, you cannot.
You might be able to invent something, but it sure as shit won't be medicine. I can tell you that much.
He tries to make headache medicine and instead he makes meth.
I mean, that's one way to get rid of your headache.
Okay. Hubert is going to try to help you train with the sword. And other Hugh. And Jubilee.
Then I have to fight Scalodius.
That too. And those two are gonna be fighting as he looks over at Beastie and the other Adelsarday.
Alright. I need you... Oh god. I need you to roll an intelligence check for Hoppy.
Oh god.
This is gonna end well.
He has a -3.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Oh no.
I'm gonna die. I just got shanked.
That's a -1. I see it. Good lord.
Alright. So, Hubert will explain the basics to Hoppy and show him how to do a swing very slowly. Hoppy will stare at Hubert, tilt his arm backwards, and mimic the motion of the swing much faster and much harder, throwing the sword into a tree.
You know, I can wait to train for a day.
Alright, he forgot to actually hold on to the blade. I can't say that I've had that one before.
Aldo will just look at the sword in the tree and will just... I might actually need to get him a headband that'll help him be smarter.
This is gonna be a long day.
We'll then go and try to receive the sword.
Roll a,
receive the sword.
roll a strength check. Well, a 20 will get the sword out of the tree, so you're lucky.
Then hand it back to Hoppy and it'll just say, whenever you swing this, don't let go of it.
Hoppy will stare at you and seems to understand what you just said. Roll another intelligence check.
see how well this goes. Jubilee is just holding out her shield just to be safe, even though she's not the target yet.
Hey!
He kinda understands and begins mimicking Hubert with less yeeting of swords, and seems to be slowly understanding.
Oh, it's progress at least.
Yes. But unfortunately, I have spent time doing this, and I do have another thing that I must do, he says, looking to Scalodius.
Skilloy says nothing and just gives off a dragon snort.
Hubert will sigh and say, I need to fight Scalodius, so...
Okay. Otto will then just sit down and tell Humpy, just keep practicing what Hubert taught you, or keep mimicking what Hubert taught you. That's gonna backfire, definitely, after giving him that.
Alright, Scalodius. It's time to roll initiative.
Time to duel.
I finally got around to getting Hubert that missing feat.
Did you get him the alert feat?
I did.
Of course.
Alright, DJ Phenom,
Yes.
Spin that shit.
Let's
give us some music.
What music is fitting for a Hubert boss battle?
That one song that starts with you and ends with in trouble.
You know what?
X gonna give it to you?
No. Actually,
This reminded me of like fucking Aiken when everyone just wanted to fight her at some point. Actually, never mind, that was just Charlie.
no, a lot of people did fight her. It's just Charlie wanted to repeatedly fight her.
And never learned his lesson.
My favorite character.
I mean, I was kidding, but okay.
It kind of
Guess we're doing this.
fits though.
You, the DMCA.
Ah, shit.
That's fine. The video doesn't hear what we hear.
So, Hubert will draw his weapons and will decide to make his attacks upon thee. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Okay. He will use a bonus action and cast a smite upon thee. He will cast staggering smite. You need to make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, you fail. You will have disadvantage on attack. Let's see. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of your next turn.
This is going about exactly as I expected it would.
Let's see. And you will take 5 slashing damage, 3 cold damage, and he will pop a first level smite on you. and deal 21 additional radiant damage. And then you'll make his second attack, which is a 19. Does that hit you, Scalodius?
I'll tell you right now, you need to roll a 2 or 1 to miss him.
Okay. Which will deal 8 slashing damage, 4 cold damage, and another 11 radiant damage.
Which is halved.
You can have it.
Yeah, was the other one radiant as well?
The 21 damage was radiant.
Okay, so I gotta add some back in, actually. Alright. Adjusted.
Alright. Moves to your turn.
Alright. I will rage.
Okay.
And recklessly swing Excalibur, so I'll swing for normal.
Okay. That'll hit.
Did I have to move
No,
for it, or we?
since Hubert had initiated the fight, he was already on top of you.
That's fair. Just wanted to clarify that. Okay, so we got that plus the brain. Come on, Divine Fury. So another D6 plus half my barbarian level. So half my level would be another 7. Wow, my brain is having a hard time doing math right now. I apologize. So far we're at 22, and I think that's like, I think that's all for that attack, and I get out one more shot. I'm guessing the 16 misses.
16 does miss, as Hubert will raise his swords and block the attack, knocking Excalibur away before it does damage to him. So, that will go into Hubert's turn, who will hold a hand out to you, toward you. And I need to double check. Let's see. I need a charisma saving throw from you.
Is this a spell?
It is a spell.
Since it's my next turn, I do get my reactions, so Mage Slayer will pop. So I'll do the attack, and then I'll do the charisma saving throw.
Yeah. He blocks your attack once again, as he seems to have known you were ready to react in such a way, as he has been watching you very intently. And as he holds his hand out to you and mutters words, you feel a calming sensation wash over you as you exit your rage as he casts Calm Emotions on you. And then he'll use his bonus action to shiv you.
Thank God we're not doing Pathfinder rolls. That might have crit.
And deals 10 points of piercing damage to you with his short sword, as he maintains concentration on Calm Emotions, which prevents you from being able to enter your rage as it goes to your turn.
Wah! In his face. Hoping to knock off the concentration.
Let's see.
He wasn't expecting the point blank blast, was he?
No, but he rolled a 26 on his con save. Which...
I was gonna say, he still needs to make a concentration check, though.
Yep. No, he'll lose 10 concentration. Which,
Yes.
so I will give it to you because it's technically a crit fail, but he met the he surpassed the DC with it. But since it's a crit fail, it's a failure.
I'm scared that he actually still passed, but
I mean, the DC was 10, so
isn't it 10 plus the
No.
damage he took?
it is half damage or 10, whichever's higher. Half of the since he took 10 from your radiant cone.
Nope, that's
we would
fair.
take half, which is 5, so we go with 10, which he rolled an 11 on his save. So technically he
Gotcha.
passed, but due to the fact that crit failures are failures.
Alright, well, I still have a bonus action, so I'll re-rage.
Okay.
And then take my other attack action.
Okay.
Recklessly. Didn't matter either way.
Alright, but you do hit.
So there's that, and here the D6. Then plus 7 more, so ooh, that's 25 damage. And then plus the 3 rage damage as well, so that's 28 damage.
Alright. Anything else?
No, I already used my bonus action, so we're good. Although I'm pretty sure Hubert's surprised that I broke out of it that quickly.
Not really. He doesn't underestimate you.
He's like, okay.
Like, he knows better than to underestimate you, Thorgrim, or Beastie. So, I do need you to roll another charisma save.
It's the same thing, so same
Yep.
proc.
Yep.
So first this. And then nat 20 on the save.
Alrighty. Let's see. In that case, he is going to use his bonus action to Misty Step 30 feet away from you, and then back up an additional 20 feet for to be a total of 50 feet away from you. And it will go to your turn.
Alright. Let me just check something real. Dang it.
The extra speed you get for being a barbarian is 10, which allows you to move 40.
No, I was checking to see if the flight speed would go up if I popped the gem flight. It does not.
Nope, it is equal to your movement speed.
Well, I'm just gonna go in a straight line at him then.
Are you going up to him, or are you only moving 40 feet? Yes.
I'm gonna go the 40 feet.
Okay.
And here's I'm gonna try something crazy. As I'm running, I start swinging a scalpel over my head and just gonna let it fly.
Okay. Roll a ranged attack roll with disadvantage, as it does not have the thrown property.
Trying to figure out how to do this. How to do a rage attack. I'll just roll d20 and see what happens. What the? Oh, come on. I wish that wasn't a disadvantage. God damn it.
Or at least that you said reckless before you rolled the first one.
I mean, that's still really good, though. Yeah, oh well. I forgot to say reckless. That's on me. But 17 plus my range thing.
What's your strength bonus? Because that's all you'd be adding into this.
My strength bonus?
Yeah.
4.
4? So you rolled a 21. Alrighty. So you do hit Hubert.
Okay. You have to admit, he didn't see that one coming. He's like, okay, that's new. Because that's something he's never done before.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily a good thing for you.
True. So, do you want the normal Excalibur damage?
Yep.
Do I get the 30 feet in this case because I did run 40 feet forward?
No, it has to be a melee attack.
That's fair. Alright. I'm still doing the rage damage, though. This. Plus 7. So 25. Plus rage. So 20. So 28 damage again. Wow, just in different numbers.
Righty.
And then the second attack, since I don't have a Scalp Boulder, I'm just gonna blow Radiant Breath at him again.
Okay.
Ah! So another 17 points of damage for him.
Yep. Alright, is that everything?
I've learned I've picked up a few new tricks, Hubert.
I suppose you have, he says. As it goes to his turn, he will pick up your weapon, storing it on his back, Misty Step 30 feet away from you, and then back up 20 more feet. But I've also learned I can outweight you. As he is now 60 feet away from you. No, 50, yeah. He is 60 feet away from you, waiting for you to approach. As it goes to your turn.
At that point, I'm gonna bamf out the wings and fly 40 feet, but actually in an upward angle.
Okay.
I also know you can't fly.
I don't need to. Unlike you, I can hurt you from afar.
Okay, how much courtyard room do we have?
Yeah? It's basically three-dimensional.
I'm saying how much space do we have to work with here?
A lot.
Okay. You see him pull out the instant fortress.
Okay.
Oh no.
You've already... Oh yeah, it is your turn, but doesn't
Yeah,
it take
I
an
just
action to bamf
moved.
out the wings?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay, it's bonus. Cool. Can you
So,
throw the
yeah.
instant fortress 90 feet away?
No, I'm just gonna hold it out. I'm then move another 40 feet in that upper trajectory even higher.
Okay, so you've taken the dash action to fly up 80 feet in
And
total.
that'll be my turn.
Gotcha.
I cast rock.
No, I cast Rodorola!
Hubert will smile as you fly into the air, and then will disappear from view as he goes invisible.
Oh no.
Goes to your turn, Scalodius. As you have not dealt any damage since your last turn, your rage will end.
Yes, it will. I'm gonna go up another 80 feet.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright. It goes to Hubert's turn. He will use his action to give himself 70 HP, which is not a spell, and thus does not break his invisibility, as it goes to your turn, Scalodius.
Knowing the general area he was in, could I theoretically dive bomb with the church at this point?
You can definitely attempt to.
Yep. Just knowing the area he was in, I'm gonna go forward about 80 feet now in my turn, because I'm trying to estimate where he is.
Okay. Due to the fact that he is invisible, you unfortunately can't really tell where he is, especially since you're 160 feet in the air.
Yep.
As it goes back to your turn.
Alright. Deploy the instant fortress and start dive bombing with it.
Okay. Are you holding on to the instant fortress?
Not from underneath, but kind of from the side, yeah.
But you are going to fall all the way with it.
You know, in hindsight, that's a bad idea. I'm going to be on top of it.
But you
So-
are
so I
going
was-
all the way to the ground.
This is a bad idea. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
I'm committed to the bid at this point.
So,
Just to recap, the Instant Fortress has got a bit of range.
yeah.
Because it's a big building.
It is 20 feet on the side and 30 feet high, thus meaning that it takes up a 30 by 20 foot cube that is...
This is why I was asking how much space we had, because I didn't want to destroy other stuff.
Yep. So, let's see. Obviously, you won't take damage from the fortress falling on top of you, but you were 80 feet in the air, and you will take fall damage.
I was going to say, I do still have a flight speed, so I could be flying down with it.
You have to use your action to turn
No,
it
you're
into
right.
the fortress.
I'll take it.
And
take
you
it.
said that you were going with it.
That's true.
I did ask that multiple times, so you'll at least take the fall damage.
I'll take it.
As the fortress hits the ground, you slam into the wall behind it, causing the ground to shake and getting the attention of the redeemed, who fly over to figure out what the hell just happened, and you take 30 points of fall damage.
Howie.
Yep. Redeemed come to investigate. They find a church. The fuck?
That
One
your turn?
redeemed puts out word. That's all I can do. Yeah.
Alrighty. As you are laying there and the dust is beginning to clear, you feel a shadow fall over you as Hubert comes up behind you and wielding a dagger, jabs the dagger into your back, which you're not familiar with this weapon.
Oh no.
He has never used this dagger on you, but he has decided you are worth the effort this time. Which it will deal 7 points of piercing damage. Actually, hold on. Yeah, 7 points of piercing damage. An additional 22 points of piercing damage. And then 30 points of radiant damage all at once.
That's half because I'm resistant.
And as you are prone, he has advantage on his next attack against you. 17 hits, yes?
Yes.
He will
A
stab
13
you.
would have missed, but yeah.
He will stab you with the dagger again, using another charge to deal an additional 5 points of piercing damage. For 24 piercing damage total. And an additional 25 radiant damage on top of that. Then he will use his bonus action attack and stab you with his short sword. And let's see. 8 points of piercing damage and 31 radiant damage. Oh, nope, not 31. 26. That plus 5 is not supposed to be there.
Making like ding 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 ding. No, I'm not raging, so I'm done. I'm done.
You're KO'd?
Yeah.
Alright.
Unfortunately, not being in a rage screwed me out of it.
Alright. So, everyone watching will see Hubert make 3 very quick attacks on Scalodius, rendering him unconscious in almost an instant, as Hubert will stand over Scalodius, staring down at him very quietly.
And as he looks down, even unconscious, you just see a grin on Scalodius' face.
Closure.
Seems satisfied. Internal Hubert monologue. Motherfucker tried to drop a building on me.
He tried to one-up me by dropping a building on me. I one-upped him by going invisible and standing 30 feet to the side.
Pulled out all sorts of things he hasn't done yet.
Beastie. Phenom.
Beastie will look over. Hello.
Hit him with the stick, Hubert says, kicking him off the fortress towards you.
Alright. You will smack him with the stick.
You
Hey,
wake up
stick
with
pads.
2 HP, Scalodius.
Oh.
2? Oh, right,
Yes.
because he's unconscious.
Because it deals 1 but heals for 2.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't. I sailed a death save.
Whatever will you do?
Yeah.
To be fair, Scalodius, he pulled out something you had never seen before too.
Yeah, and shanked me with it. Always just kind of sits up and looks up at the roof of the church, which is probably in shambles again. It's like, I have to fix that.
Nope, it is made of adamantine and is immune to non-magical damage, so it didn't get hurt and drop by that fall. So, Hubert, who is still standing on the wall of the building, will just toss Excalibur off the side to you before hopping off himself.
I know it doesn't mean much to you, but it meant a lot to me. Thank you. That being said, though, I was surprised half of that stuff even worked. Really didn't think I would nail you with the boulder in the face. Honestly, that was a move I hadn't tried yet.
Sometimes all it takes is a surprise.
Well, got that out of my system at least. Looks over and sees all the redeemed around. I'm in trouble, aren't I?
A lot.
Gentlemen, by the grace of the gods!
As you have technically destroyed the training grounds at this point. And with a modest 100 gold fine, you would be free to go.
I'm gonna go to jail. Because Galilius has 8 gold pieces to his name. He doesn't carry money.
Do you mention that one of your friends might have some money?
No, this is my burden to bear. There's no need for you to waste your money on me, good friend.
Angry dwarf noises. Like just in your head.
Oh, I thought you were there, so...
No,
No.
he's
Oh.
currently in Snoo land.
No, you are currently shopping with George and company.
Oh,
But,
That other part might be later, though.
yeah, probably.
the fine is 100 gold or 50 days in jail.
50? Goddamn. Actually, no, that's actually kind of lenient.
It is, but like, still, we're on time crunch.
Are we?
Do you accept payment plans?
Yes, 100 gold or 50 days in jail.
Do you plan
Not what
to
I
pay
meant.
or do you plan to stay in jail?
The payment plan is 100 gold now, or you go to jail.
Otto will raise his hand. We keep most of our gold with one person. Are we allowed to go get that first?
We will have to keep the ne'er-do-well here to ensure he does not try to flee.
Ne'er-do-well. He does well many times.
I shall accept the punishment if once they retreat. I will be released once they retrieve the money. Skillies puts away the fortress and then gives himself up until his bail's paid.
Part of me wanted to have Otto tell Hoppy go get Thorgrim, but that would be terrible.
It would also be probably impossible.
Yeah.
I actually kind of forgot Jubilee was actually been there the whole time as well.
Does Jubilee have gold?
How much is the fine? 100 gold?
Yeah, less than Scalodius.
Alright, Beastie's gonna hand over 100 gold.
Oh.
Oh.
Jubilee. I believe the fine has been paid now, good sirs, and we apologize for the inconvenience.
Thank you, citizens. Have a good day.
Priest. I'm not gonna. This is kind of just evens out, so I'm just not gonna say anything. Thanks. Just kind of scratching his head. And then Jubilee will go check on Hubert, who's probably fine, but it's like...
Yeah, he seems fine.
So how much did you have to hold back?
I had to use a weapon that I don't typically use, if that means anything.
Wow, pulling out the special stuff. Is there anything I can do for you then, since you had to put up with that?
No. I'm
treat
fine.
for having to go through all that duty.
It really wasn't that much of an issue.
All right. Just if you want something, let me know. And I don't mean that in my usual way. I mean actually, you want something like me to get you some tea or something.
No, I'm fine. I also prefer coffee.
Of course.
Meanwhile, with Adelsarde and Delvi.
Yes, meanwhile with the smart people.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Alright.
Well,
What
Rush,
are we doing here?
Ale is going to... Will I be concerned about the turn order still being there, or...?
Nah, I just haven't gotten rid of it.
Alright. Ale is going to head over to the entrance and will knock.
The elevator remains shut.
Do you have paper, Gloom Hollow? Pen?
Of course I do.
I have some.
Of course. And she will have plenty of paper and a quill pen.
Alright. Take it and write on it. It's Adelsarde and Gloom Hollow here. We tried to speak with you yesterday, but you weren't available. Is now a good time? And she'll then drop the note down the chute.
Alright. A few minutes pass, but eventually you all are brought down into the wide archive of the librarian's lair, as she is currently laying her front legs crossed over one another as an enlarged book floats in front of her as she reads.
Hello, librarian. It's been a while.
That it has.
How have you been?
What? I have been fine, as I always am.
Good.
Why do you ask?
I was just being friendly, to be honest. But I am glad that you're doing okay.
And how are they? And how are thee?
I'm doing okay. Been going around the continent, dealing with this and that, getting traumatized, getting my butt kicked, but ultimately saving the day, I think. So, all in all, same as usual.
Well, at least there's that.
Yes. So, she looks to Grimhall. I guess you should ask your stuff first, since mine take a while, as far as answers go.
Indeed. LB will step forward and will bow respectfully to the librarian and say, if you have any information on artifact known as the Dream King's Crown, that would be most beneficial to our current endeavors.
I will have to look through my archive. If I am to have any, it will be ancient and buried.
Indeed. I don't believe we are in any particular rush.
Not exactly.
Good, because this will take me some time.
Excellent. Well,
Days.
that is quite a bit of time.
My hoard is vast, after all.
Indeed it is. You have a trove of knowledge that is extremely enviable.
Yes. Which is why I keep it.
See, well, I believe we have a few days to spare. Shall we come back later? Or, turning to Adel, did you have any other information you wish to acquire?
I did. She'll might fold her arms behind her back and look up to the librarian. Do you know the location of the Book of Exalted Deeds?
He slowly looks to you and says, "Not on this plane. If it were, it would be mine."
Well, do you know which plane it could be in?
Unfortunately, no. Lest it would be mine.
And I'm guessing then you also don't know where to look for it, otherwise it would be yours.
Correct.
Valid point.
Okay. Second question then. Are you aware of the spell which I believe is called imprisonment?
Yes.
And to confirm, it is a spell which allows me to create a prison to lock someone in until I release them.
Until you or certain criteria are met to release them, yes.
What criteria would those be? Are those ones I decide, or?
Yes, it is ones that you would set in place.
Do not. Do you know of where I can get a scroll of imprisonment?
Do you know somewhere you can purchase magical items?
I do.
Probably there.
Thanks.
And I do not mean that in a sarcastic manner. It is merely how I speak.
I understand. What else did I wish to ask? Right. Have you been keeping in touch with Tempest, by any chance?
We briefly talked to one another, but he has since fallen silent.
Darn. I was hoping you might know something. We're a bit worried about.
Why?
Well, son died.
I wouldn't know what that feels like. I have not sired any offspring.
What I have heard, it is the worst pain imaginable.
will have to take the word for that then.
You know it. In the meantime, just continue staying safe.
Why would I not be safe?
Okay, out of character. Didn't we already tell her about the, about Chronicle's vision?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Okay,
No.
alright.
No, it's
Which
the first
case?
time we've
So
talked about
about
since
that-
we've had that vision.
Which case? Alright. Are you aware of a dragon known as Chronicle?
She stops and looks to you before the book snaps shut and she raises her hand and you are floated up to her face directly. Speak.
Did I say something wrong?
No, speak.
Well, are you aware of them? I'm guessing you are, judging from your reaction.
Get on with it.
They had a
Yeah.
vision pertaining to this place, that it would be attacked, or rather it would be the site of a great battle between the cult, Rashi, and its inhabitants.
He stares at you for a long while before setting you down and seems to be very deep in thought.
Considering it's only a possibility that could happen in the future, we have still been worried about what would occur. So we've been trying to keep an eye on the situation, but, well, Rashi doesn't tell us much. The cult member who will be attacking, we are aware, is just a chaotic form of anarchy in living flesh, essentially. And Rashi, the only reason we are aware he might be coming after the city would be because of you.
This is unfortunate news.
Yes. We did... Okay, hold on. Out of character, George definitely did tell Azazel, right? I swear he did.
Yeah, I said over the pretty much
We got
in
that
his head.
part.
Yeah, Azazel knows about it.
Why didn't she tell the librarian? Okay. Oh. Ele actually will narrow her slightly. You didn't. Why didn't... Well, what do you plan on doing?
Don't know. I must think.
May I make a suggestion? And it's your choice if you wish to follow it.
Speak.
I think you should stay here.
We will see.
You know, like it or not, if Rashi is hunting you, this would be the safest place for you. You have defenses, and they have been built up over countless millennia.
I said, we will see.
She nods. Well, I hope that I didn't ruin your day by telling you that news.
No, if anything, you have brought enlightenment to me. And how can I be upset about that?
Fair enough. There was one last thing. A personal thing. Are you aware of someone called Pam?
She sits there for a minute, and you see her eyes glint as she squints before muttering to herself and casting a spell of some sort, and shakes her head and says, "Yes."
What can you tell me about her?
She is a very caring individual, though hard to remember sometimes.
Do you have any idea?
Unfortunately, when she last told me where she was going, I forgot shortly after I lost sight of her.
You met her?
Yes,
When? Where?
If I remembered all the details, I would happily tell you. But something about her makes her hard to remember. I'm not sure what it is, but every time you lose sight of her, it's like the memory of her goes with her. It is rather frustrating.
It's by design.
Could I make a check to determine the reasoning behind the ability to just make people forget about you?
You can definitely try.
Okay. What would that be?
Really hard considering certain players know why.
Yeah, I just want to know. LV's interest is piqued and wants to try a brain.
I will say an Arcana because the only thing you can connect it with would be magic.
Yeah, it seems like a spell of some kind, but who the fuck knows? It's funny.
Unfortunately, you are not familiar with any type of spell that would do that, aside from Modify Memory. However, Modify Memory wouldn't work in such a manner.
It's definitely less spontaneous than that.
Yeah, I'll look over it. It's not magic. Wait, hold on. She did say that part out loud, yeah?
Who are you referring to in this instance?
You.
No.
Oh, then never mind.
She's just into herself, kind of trying to put two and two together, and has made Jake.
I'm unsure if you care, but Pam is my sister. I've been trying to find her for a while now. I only recently remembered that she even existed.
That is a very interesting name to have for a sister. You are Adel Sarde von Matrosa, and she is Pam.
Pam is her I think Pam is her nickname. Like how certain people call me Adel, rather than Adel Sarde.
Short for Pamela?
I don't remember.
Ah, I see. Consoling elf hand go on shoulder.
Well, thanks for answering my questions, librarian.
And thank you for bringing this knowledge to me.
Thank you for your efforts uncovering the secrets of the Dream King's crown. I will wait as long as I need to.
Ah, yes. I will get started on that right away, I suppose.
Please do.
How will we contact you when you find out what you find out?
I will bring you to me.
Alright, then I will see you later.
She nods to this.
Thank you. And LV will bow respectfully.
I'll
And with that,
also bow a bit and then head out.
with that, the elevator will go up, taking you both back up to the city.
Yee.
While going up, Adel has just a frown on her face. Hope I did not make an error.
Yeah. Well, if you did, then we will simply need to take steps to correct it.
Yes, I suppose she will. We will. And she's going to start making her way towards...
Making my way.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, I forgot. She's going to start heading over to Zazel's home because she doesn't know she's out shopping with her son.
I mean, I feel like they won't be easy to miss since it's going to be Azazel and fucking Rimmerl.
I don't know.
Question her name.
Does
Ramiel.
she
Ramiel.
spot them?
No. This city is huge.
Yeah, that's why I figured.
Alrighty, so real quick, since we only have a few minutes before the end of the session, George, what are you shopping for?
Any type of magical chainmail armor, medium armor.
Now, if you're just looking for any type of,
Well, I guess not just just describe it. I guess more unique types of magical medium armor, rather than just like +1/+2 shit.
you You find +2 armor that reduces slashing damage by 3. You find a +1 armor that will allow you to cast Hellish Rebuke once per day as a 4th level spell.
Ooh.
And you find a +1 armor that allows you to enter your angelic mode 1 additional time per day.
He will take the one that lets him enter his angelic form once a day for an extra time a day.
That's going to run you 3,000 gold.
Lucky Thorgrim. Actually, he'll ask if there's any way he can get a discount.
Yeah, he should just gesture to his mom.
He's not gonna gesture to his mom.
So,
Well,
what do you say to try to get a discount?
Don't you know who I am?
My mom.
Don't you know who my mom is?
I can be completely honest with you. If we could maybe drop the price down a little bit, as this will be something that will greatly help me in my adventures outside of the city and help me protect the city itself.
Roll persuasion.
Hey.
He'll knock 500 gold off of your price,
Alright.
dropping it to 2,500.
Okay.
Let him look at the Thor room.
Yep. I'm already subtracting the money. We're gonna need to find some jobs.
I'm going to persuade him to give me a discount. Silent. Go on.
I am dumb. I should have specified what armor he was supposed to be looking for.
It's the armor you were looking for.
Also a breastplate?
Yeah. It's whatever you said the armor was originally.
Great.
Elvie, as you were walking with Adel Sarday, both you and her feel a sudden chill down your spine as a hand will reach forward, grabbing Adel Sarday's shoulder, before pulling her and throwing her through a portal. As whenever you turn, Elvie, you see the puppeteer slowly backing into the portal as it closes, taking Adel Sarday with it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I couldn't do anything in response.
Nope, because he's not going to be here next week.
So.
So,
Okay. I know what that. Yeah. Okay.
Plot related reasons.
Brother,
Yeah,
what on earth are you gonna do to me while I'm gone?
And as the rest of you are handling up the situation outside of the city, another portal will open under Beastie and next to Hubert, as a hand will forcefully grab Hubert by the scruff of his neck, pulling him in as well.
Oh.
Hopefully in the same location as Adel.
So, no Beastie, no Adel Sarday, and no Hubert next week.
Yay!
Hooray.
We get to have all the trauma right now.
Yay! Trauma.
3 members kidnapped UP.
And two of them very close.
DM cast 9th level plot hook.
Plot Hook is a 12th level spell, thank you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I feel a bit more confident now that she has Hubert with her and DC, I guess.
Theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah, I guess. But I'm just curious about what the hell you're going to be throwing at them in wherever the hell they are.
Yes.
You're in the realm between realms.
Oh. That's not
Oh
good.
no.
Because they can just straight up die if they stay there for too long. Hey, thanks for watching the video until the end. If you want to see more of my stuff, click on either the vids on screen or check out my YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check the description for more places to follow me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you.